Okay.
Nothing
We're all
like-
having separate conversations.
Almost cursed right out
Oh
of
my
the
God,
gate.
we got a show to do.
Nothing like food talk to distract us, though.
Well, he's got a good sushi place out by him.
That's nice.
Have you been to a sushi boat?
No, you asked me this once a month, and I have not gone. I need to go. Where
He
is
likes
it?
It's at the old Ruma's Deli in St. Charles.
Well, that's the one out in St. Charles. The one by us is across from Marquette.
Oh, yeah, in that little shopping plaza by Sarah's Cupcakes.
Yeah, there used to be the Stellar Hog right there.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I never go in there.
That's good.
I need to go over there. I have to stay away from the cupcake joints because otherwise I'll get.
Oh, right.
I'll be just
there's a
smushing them in my
cupcake joint
face.
there?
Yeah, Sarah's Cupcakes is right there.
That's right. We got a cake there once.
Great place.
Yeah.
Not in cup form.
No, I think we got a regular cake for regular. We got a regular cake for
Give me a
somebody's
cake.
birthday.
Regular.
Oh, speaking of local establishments, Rafe, you sent this to me. Another local mainstay closing.
Yep.
What?
End of an era. Hacienda.
What? You're
Hacienda,
kidding me.
Rock Hill. Hacienda is no more.
Oh, no.
You think it's already done?
Sunday, last day of service.
Get out.
This coming Sunday.
That sucks.
One last fiesta.
I did love Hacienda. The chips and salsa are addictive.
Well, they will still have that in the grocery store.
That's good.
okay.
Because I love their salsa.
I do too,
Yeah.
but it's something about having it there.
Well, of course. They used to give it to you in a little plastic bottle.
Yeah, and you pour it yourself.
Yeah.
Like a refillable thing, which is so awesome.
Yeah, they would, I'm involved.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
felt involved.
I liked how it was sectioned off. I know this sounds silly, but like, you know those like old Italian restaurants
work
that
here.
have like different sections in the restaurant? You feel like, oh, now I'm in the East Wing. Now I'm in the West Wing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Hacienda kind of felt like that because they had that front area. Then they had, in
Yeah.
the summer, they had the front area.
I'll be honest
and-
with you, I don't like that.
Oh, I love it.
No, you know why? Because whenever I'm put somewhere, I feel like they're putting me into a place for a reason.
I never thought about it like that. I just like little hiding
Like,
spots.
This guy?
This guy.
Put him in the back.
Put him on the patio.
I'll tell you what, though, Hacienda forever. The first thing I think of when anybody says it, I think, oh yeah, that place won't let you won't seat you until your whole party is there.
Oh, no.
Oh, is that true?
Oh yeah, how many times I got there before? Because it's one of those meeting places that you like. Oh, let's after church or after this, let's all meet at Hacienda.
Right.
And then you
Yeah.
get there first, and you
They
go,
don't want you parking there.
and they go, how many in your party? Like 8, and then they will count, and they go, oh yeah, show us. Show
I
me
see
8.
7.
I see 7. We will not seat
Yeah,
you until your
this-
whole party is here. Thank you.
Just park in the car. They'll be right in.
Super sassy about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I never experienced that.
Oh, that's the only way I've.
That's the first
experienced it.
place I ever went to. They had a wet burrito. I go, what is a wet burrito?
Covered in salsa?
Yeah, it was like covered in some kind of sauce.
Mm.
I go, that sounds gross, but I will get it.
I will order that.
And it was very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So Hacienda, I mean, maybe you went there for a birthday dinner, maybe a Cinco de Mayo celebration. Nice little patio there, too.
Yeah.
It's a neat looking place too. Good architect.
They are closing their doors on Sunday, January 25th. Now, why?
Why?
Why? Now, it wasn't an easy decision. The one of the co-owners, a guy named Alex Rodriguez, not the baseball player.
Darn it.
Or maybe is it? I don't know. Never seen this guy before.
Right.
It could be. You know, let's pretend.
Okay.
It is the old baseball player, Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, he
Okay.
owns it.
Let's just pretend.
Okay. A-Rod.
A-Rod, whose dad started the business back in 1968. He called the last couple of years brutal. And he says it was like the perfect storm of issues that hit them all at once. Staffing shortages, endless road work on Manchester,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
the post-pandemic dining shift, and the cost of maintaining the building. I guess that building they're in
getting
dates
older.
back to the 1860s.
Oh wow.
I
Why,
didn't realize
really?
that.
I was going to ask. I wonder what they're going to do with that building because it is so unique.
Dates back to the 1860s. And they had hoped to move maybe to a more manageable location, but the plans didn't pan out.
Dang, what a bummer. I mean, because they do have a good lot, even though it's a big hill in the back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an awesome
Like
spot.
everything's kind of spot on about it.
But I could see urgent care coming in there and knocking it down, putting one of
An
those
urgent
little
care
square
of
buildings.
all the places, huh?
No,
Urgent
He's,
No,
care.
no.
he's probably right.
He's
That's-
right.
Every corner has.
Any
No.
cool building.
I
if
need
there's
one
a
on
cool
every
building-
corner.
It's going to be a 7 brew.
Yeah, if there's a cool building, they come in and knock
no.
it down. They put stupid urgent care there.
A stupid urgent care.
Stupid urgent care.
Another one.
This guy.
This guy's never had an emergency, I guess.
Screw our community's health.
None of your.
Well, they don't need them at every block.
Yes.
You could go.
Yeah, they
I gotta
do.
live within at least a block of 2 urgent cares.
That's hilarious.
That's how Lauren chose her house.
This is when we go house looking. It's custard stands and urgent cares.
Yeah.
How far
She
apart?
needs to be within
Okay.
a half a mile of 3.
Fair
Yep.
enough.
Oh man.
I'm not kidding.
There is an urgent care right down the street from your house.
Thank you. There's 2.
There is 2. I think probably within
That's
a mile.
amazing.
No, 7 Brew is going to go up.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Whatever's classy.
Plenty of places in that parking lot for lines. You know. Those are kind of all the
Sure.
teenagers
Yeah,
lined
it'll
up.
be Chick-fil-A and a
Soda shop.
7 Brew. So yeah, while the physical restaurant is going away, you can still find the Hacienda tortilla chips and salsa at stores like Schnucks. Plus, their food truck and catering services are going to keep running for at least a little while longer.
I didn't even know they had a food truck.
Yeah, we had a thing on our. Dude, check this out. I'm still upset about this.
Okay.
We had like a block party.
You did.
Yeah, like
food
a
trucks?
year and a half ago.
Holy crud! I know I don't live on the block, but yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, it sounds
What? You
upsetting.
don't live on the block. You're not invited.
I've been there.
There was
guest
I don't know,
pass.
there was a thing on our block, and they got the food truck from Hacienda,
Ooh.
and they parked at the top of the subdivision. And the person whose house they parked in front of came out and pitched a fit and said, "I don't want this in front of my house."
Wow.
What? Hacienda came all the way from Rock Hill to you.
Yeah.
To your home.
And
Yeah.
somebody complained.
And you complained?
Not me.
No, I'm talking to this person. I'm talking to your neighbor.
Yeah, what a bitch, right?
What a bitch indeed. I mean, did he not want people to be outside on his lawn? Like, what was the problem?
It came out and went, not here. What?
The
This is the
oil.
most convenient location for everybody
It's
here.
going to drip oil.
No, it's not. Never forgive.
Where'd it move?
Never forget.
Never forgive.
Did they have any tacos or anything? Did they come out?
Yeah, they're
They
not.
better not have.
they're
They better
allowed.
not have.
Say, excuse me, is your whole party here?
Are you kidding me? I was like, you could park in front of my house.
Yeah, come in my house. Like, get in my driveway.
Get in my driveway.
Yeah, that's pretty
it's
cool.
convenient for me.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And I want the picture.
Yeah.
I've always had to go out of my way to Hacienda. Now they came to me. That's a dream come
You
true.
were at the party I had that I got the hot dog cart.
Yeah.
House. Remember that?
Yeah.
Was that? We also had a magician.
Well, that was my 40th, but I think for one of the boxing matches.
Oh, at the
I
old
think
house.
No, I think the new house. The McGregor fight. Remember McGregor and Mayweather?
Kinda remember.
And I got the hot dog
We've had a
cart.
lot of experiences on those
I know.
kind of nights.
I know.
Were the cops
well-
involved in this one?
No,
Okay,
no
that,
cops.
that narrows it down to 50%.
Yeah, it makes me sad. So another institution.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
It
that's
does
a big
suck.
bummer.
So if you want to say goodbye, they're throwing a farewell party Sunday. There will be live music starting at 3, but starting at 7 on Sunday. Everything on the menu is half price until they close.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Okay, get over there.
Get over there.
Save money where you can.
A-Rod will be signing autographs.
Yeah, A-Rod's
Yay.
going to
Bring
be there.
your Yankee jerseys.
His ex-girlfriend Cameron Diaz is also going to be there.
Bring your Yankee jerseys down there, and he'll sign them. He'll take pictures.
It's a good deal.
People are tweeting at him, why aren't you here? I'm in Hacienda.
You worry, A-Rod.
I do have a funny story from Hacienda. So before I was on the show, I wasn't super well versed with food. You know my parents, like they're not
they're meat and
foodies.
potatoes people.
Yeah, they're not foodies. They got their couple favorite places, and Chester Bennington was coming in town, and he was staying at my place, and said, "Hey, take me to some authentic Mexican." So I was like, "Oh, dude, the only place in town is Hacienda." So I took him to Hacienda, and it was the first time I've ever seen a chimichanga, and it was
Oh,
Dude, chimichanga,
dude,
man.
he got a chimichanga. I never had that before, and it was like wet. It was smothered.
Yeah, that's-
in whatever.
That's the wet burrito.
That's like
Maybe
the
that
wet
was a
burrito
chimichanga.
thing.
You didn't know
Is that what a
was.
chimichanga is? I thought it was
No,
just
a
like a fried
chimichanga
thing.
is a burrito, and you just throw it in the fryer.
Right. That's what I thought. But this one was smothered, and
You could ask for it wet.
we had a great time. And I was like, "Man, what do you think?" And he goes, "Well, it was really good St. Louis Mexican." And
Nice.
it was.
I love that you're just casually Chester
No,
Bennington. is staying
he's
with me.
from New Mexico or Arizona.
He's from Arizona,
Okay, and that's like the
and then he lived in LA.
Southwest.
Yeah, and then he lived in
food.
yeah, then he lived in SoCal. Like
Yeah.
why he wanted to go to Mexican, I have no idea. Like you're not going to get better than where he is.
Right.
He was
Yeah,
trying
maybe
to see if
once
he wanted to
home.
move here.
I don't
would
know,
ask-
dude.
you would
I
ask
did
to go
not know where to take him.
for barbecue.
I know.
If you come here,
Probably by that point, I still probably had.
you ask for barbecue. It is about to get kind of weird with the weather here the next couple days. I don't know if you've been
Yes.
keeping your eye out. So
Saturday's ugly.
Saturday's looking ugly, but man, I'm hearing a bunch of different kind of stories on what kind of snow we're going to get on Saturday.
Okay.
Really?
First of all, the kids are bummed
Because it's on a Saturday.
because it's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll probably,
Bummed.
Monday will also probably be ruined if it's as much.
Well, somebody said we're getting like a foot of snow, and another person said we're getting like a dusting. So
Okay. What's Templeton saying?
Templeton's keeping his mouth shut.
Whoa.
What?
He knows better.
He knows better. Okay, so today, I guess today's going to be nice. We're going to see some sun, highs in the upper 30s, mid 40s. So this will be the mildest day of the week. So if you need to run errands,
Yeah.
like I guess today's the day.
Don't tell everybody.
Oh, you want the stores clear?
Yeah. I want
However, guys, we got a cold front going to slide through today. So it's going to slide through this afternoon or evening, and that's going to open the door for some seriously cold air. So this is the big headline. A true Arctic blast is settling in late tomorrow into Friday. So Friday, it's going to get nasty. Cold air is going to surge in, and by the evening, temperatures are going to drop into the single digits. So that's Friday. Saturday, this is when the snow chances ramp up. It's looking mostly cloudy with snow possible. The accumulation is looking... I don't even want to say.
Well,
It's between, okay, Rafe, it's between 1 inch and 4 feet.
yeah, it's
Okay.
right here. It just says
That's in
1
my
inch
Tinder
plus.
bio.
1 inch plus.
1 inch plus. Yeah.
It's going to be vague. So Saturday, the high temperature is going to be between 10 and 15 degrees.
Yeah, it's going to be really cold.
And then Sunday, overcast, maybe some flurries. Highs recovering slightly into the mid-20s. The main thing to be prepared for is the dangerous cold. Wind chills are going to be biting from Friday through Sunday morning. As for the snow, the exact amounts are still a bit tricky to pin down because I think down south it's going to be a mess. We're on like the edge of where it's going to be a lot of snow, a little snow.
What do you mean down south?
Further south.
Further south of us,
in the state. They say from like us to Arkansas, as you go south, it's going to get worse.
it's going to be
Man,
bad.
I got what days? I got business down
What do you got
south.
going on?
I got a trampoline birthday party
In Poplar Bluff.
in So Ill.
Oh.
My niece is having her birthday party, and it's at a trampoline park.
When?
And
That's gonna be cold.
That's prime uncle territory.
When?
Cannot Sunday.
High of 19.
Sunday. You could be all right Sunday.
Gotta go home.
Snowed in.
Saturday, my aunt and uncle's 50th anniversary party. I got a Southern Illinois whirlwind trip happening this weekend.
So they're looking. I
Not
mean,
good.
down south near the Boot Heel and like Paducah. That's supposed to be like pretty bad down there. And it's weird because the farther you get north, it's
Above the Boot Hill.
the farther you get north, it's going to be better as far as the snow gets.
You know what? And I'm always talking about preventative maintenance with Antons and all that. But you know what, dudes? In your neighborhood, be a good neighbor. I'm mostly talking to the fellas, but this is to anybody. If you have an elderly neighbor, especially that lives by themselves,
Nah,
check on them, dude.
What?
What you mean?
let them go.
No.
No,
No, don't let them go.
Let them go.
no, check on them, dude. I like my.
It's their time.
It is not their time. It's a snowy weekend. They
Check
could live for a very long time.
Get inside the house.
Check
Get
it.
get a little bit of a jump start
Slide
on the
it.
estate sale.
Slide into that inheritance.
Nah, just
That's right.
just imagine.
beautiful.
Don't listen to Rizz.
Start putting Post-it notes on things you want.
Imagine your mother is living alone and you live in a different town. Wouldn't you want a neighbor to be looking out for Ma?
Yeah.
You know?
It's on the neighbor.
Well, I guess you're right. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to go in and cook for her,
true
but
story.
just check, make sure the systems are working. Hey, your furnace working great? Awesome.
True story. My elderly aunt, who has passed, her neighbor slipped into the will without people noticing.
Yeah, we saw that happen too.
Okay, we had one of those situations.
That's what you're directing people to do right now. So you're upset about that? You start shoveling the
Slipped into
sidewalks.
the will.
You slip into the will.
And you know
Yeah.
how much court it took to untangle that?
At least
Oh, you untangled
At
it.
least you were able to
Yeah,
untangle
you
it.
had to.
It was not a fantasy ending for the story that I know.
What?
This was years
They
of
took
litigation.
they took everything.
Oh,
Took everything. House, everything.
well, I apologize.
Yeah, it's a bummer. But listen, look out for your old lady. neighbors and old feller neighbors. Just make sure, just knock on the door and say, hey, everything's working? Your house is warm?
Yeah.
Furniture's
Everything
good?
good? Okay.
Furnace is good? You
mean
need
your
help?
will.
Okay, Gertie.
Seriously, like, you need help taking the trash out? You all know what trash day is, so just tell her, like, hey, open the garage door and I'll take trash out for you. I don't want you slipping on the ice.
I worry about that moving. We have a neighbor, Barb, that we kind of help take care of.
Oh, yeah, neighbor Barb.
Love Barb.
Bring her with you.
I don't know, man. Maybe I got to make a barber room. I don't know. I worry about her when we move.
A neighbor-in-law suite.
Huh?
A neighbor-in-law suite. Let's make a little suite for her.
Might have to, yeah. Maybe I'll put her in the shed. Or
All right,
something.
listen, I'll check on the old neighbors, but I ain't shoveling your walkway, okay? That's where I draw the line.
They may have somewhere to go.
I'll make a call.
That's what your kids are for. Hey, get over there and shovel so-and-so's driveway. That's what
Are kids even doing that anymore?
Our kids do when we force them to.
When we force them to. Get out there and go make some money.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
Here's a
on their own.
shovel.
Yeah, I've seen
Why do
kids in
kids
my
need to
neighborhood.
shovel all the heated driveways in Wildwood?
I don't have a heated driveway, Rafe.
You
Sure
just
you
flip
don't.
your little switch?
I don't
and let
have a
the
heated
snow
driveway,
melt
Rafe.
away?
That's
Sure you
sad. I thought all the roads were heated in Wildwood.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, you put in that, like, moving platform like the airport has, so you don't even have to drive your car.
I didn't-
It wheels
I didn't pay
itself
for that,
out.
Rafe.
Oh, you didn't? HOA didn't get on your ass about that?
No. We could get the Hacienda truck once a year.
You know what I'm impressed with? These dads that put tarps out on the steps before it snows.
Brilliant, right?
And then they just peel it away and
I've
look
never
like the
seen that.
heroes of a lifetime.
Oh, that's the whole
brilliant.
thing,
What,
yeah.
what do you mean whole thing?
They
When did people
stake them
start doing
down.
this?
They
Oh, I don't
stake
know.
down a bit. It's been a thing on social media.
You're kidding.
It's incredible. And then but they just peel it away and everything's clear.
and here I am going buying the salt all the time.
Right? They
Right.
take a big blue tarp and they just lay it out on
Stairs,
the walkway.
yeah.
And then go, oh, the snow's over. And whoop, I
Yeah.
don't got to do nothing.
I
And then
feel-
they just flip all their neighbors off.
Yeah, I
as
feel
they
dumber
go
for
back
not-
in the house.
Thinking of that myself.
Right? It's an obvious thing.
Wow, that's
Tarp out, guys.
Tarp out.
clever.
Good work, fellas.
Tarp out. My son, by the way, contacted Uncle Rafe yesterday.
About what?
So I'm coming home yesterday. I was out. And I see the boys home, and I go, hey man, start getting dinner ready. And he goes, hey. He goes, did you call my Hebrew name out on the air? Because at school, everybody now is calling me Schmool the Rabbi.
So cute.
You're kidding.
Oh, my God.
My sister texted me about it yesterday, too. She goes, oh, he has the same Hebrew name as my friend that has the Hebrew name, that has the same actual name as your son. And I go, yeah,
What is that? The Israel Steve?
Shmuel the Rabbi?
everybody
Well, I
loves
just mean
Shmuel.
Shmuel. Is that a Steve? Is that a Mike?
I think it's a Sam.
Oh, it is. Oh, there's like an actual translation.
I
Samuel.
believe it is. It's Sam Trek.
Oh, that's neat.
So when a boy is bar mitzvahed, it's like you give it a confirmation name when you're when you do.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was like
I mean, it could
a
be.
mirrored name.
So he goes, what the hell, man?
It's such a cute name.
And I forget sometimes. There's consequences to things I say. I have a 16 and a 14-year-old who are in high school, and people talk,
Yeah.
and people listen to this radio
Hey,
program.
that's nice to know they're listening.
Yeah.
I go, it was your Uncle Rafe that said it. Why didn't you throw him a text?
And he did?
Oh, yeah.
What did he write you?
He had me die, dude. I fell off the couch. He goes, you exposed the Schmool. Now I'm getting bullied.
Oh.
And he goes, my new name is Rabbi Schmooly. And I go, no way. Your dad talked about it before. Don't blame me.
Oh, no.
I mean, that is
Threw
cool
you
ass.
under the bus,
And I
bro.
said,
Nope,
honestly,
right under the bus.
You did. You have said it before.
That's pretty- I've never
now,
heard-
you didn't call him Rabbi. I did that.
Okay.
I
and-
took my share. You have said Schmool on the air before. And I said, honestly, though, pretty cool ass nickname, but hopefully you're not mad at me. And he said, I didn't realize there were so many anti-Semites at Lafayette High School.
Oh, stop this. Stop being a little jagbag.
And I said, hold on, I'm calling
I
you.
called him. He was kidding.
Yeah, he got me. It was a good
He got
prank.
me too.
'Cause
He's
he had
leaning
me-
into it.
Yeah.
He's going
He
to
had
lean
us
into it.
both feeling real bad about ourselves.
He's a funny.
He's going to
dude.
lean into it. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, I don't care.
I called and he was laughing. He goes, it was just One friend said something to him, but now we're talking about it again, so this could take on a life.
Well, Rafe told him
hope
on his
so.
hockey helmet to get the curls.
Yeah.
To get the pay. They call them payas.
I go lean in with those like rabbi curls and like put them on your hockey helmet like those visors at Busch Stadium where the guys have the fake hair on top, and I go just get the curls and be like, Rabbi Schmool goes top shelf, and I'm like, dude, that's a cool hockey nickname.
Yeah.
You make it to the NHL, the rabbi.
That's amazing.
No, he had me. And
The
I
ice
go, make sure
rabbi?
you- I said,
Come
make
on.
sure you text Rafe because make him feel bad too. Listen, it doesn't matter anyway. Nothing matters
That's right.
because the world is ending.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's true.
And we're all
And
going to
we
die.
have a date.
Yeah. Oh, we do.
Oh, we have a date.
Oh, great.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
I got the date.
We were talking about the Mayan calendar yesterday. New
yeah.
date.
Well,
Here we
yesterday
go.
we
the
were
same
talking
date
about
from
the
that guy.
earthquake. Thank God we survived yesterday's earthquake.
Yes.
And we talked about that guy that predicted the earthquake that was going to be on the New Madrid Fault and it was going to destroy everything back in 1990.
And he died a year later.
And then everybody panicked and the media were here and people,
Did you see that email about that, by the way?
what?
Of how simple of a prediction it was? I had never noticed. Somebody sent us one yesterday, and basically it was like he predicted. Gosh dang it! I gotta find it.
Well, he said it was going to be a specific date in December.
He did, but
and-
everything lined up to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like he literally did a numerical, because it was like December 3rd, 1, 2, 3, at 4:56 a.m. 456, a 7.8 magnitude.
Oh, no way.
Yes. And somebody laid it out and goes, dude, this guy literally just
Yeah, it was 12-3, so
just
it was
did
December
1, 2, 3, 4,
3rd.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the whole Midwest.
And nobody picked it up?
And no, and the
Get
whole
outta here.
Midwest would just went
Because it
out.
was December 3rd, 1, 2, 3.
Somebody laid it out for us yesterday, and I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man.
And the date came and went. Schools were off. People were getting their affairs in order. Oh, it didn't happen. And then everybody just went home. Listen, Lauren, I'm surprised you didn't see this.
I know. I need to update. I think everything's going to my spam folder about end of world newsletters. You know what I mean?
Because if you've been scrolling through social media lately, you might have stumbled upon a truly wild rumor that claims that Earth, we're going to lose our gravity for 7 seconds
Oh, yeah.
on August 12th,
Tell me when I'm going to jump as high as I
August
can.
12th of this year.
August 12th. Okay.
But you ain't got no time?
Damn it. I just really want to go see the Foo Fighters again. And I'm not going until
Do
the
I have a
15th
time?
of August.
Do I have an exact time?
Well, you could just float there.
Do I have
seven
do I have a time?
Yeah, well, we need a time.
You're damn right I got a time.
All
I got all
right.
the specifics.
August 12th.
I got
write it down.
all the specifics.
Can you give it to me in
But-
St. Louis time? I don't want to have to do the math.
No, you have to do the math because
Before we get there, how much snow were we getting this weekend?
it's going to be all melted. by
Okay.
then.
Well, anyways, go back to this. Yeah.
I'll do the time conversion for you. Okay.
Okay. What is it?
It's 14.
It's a
GMT
Wednesday.
or whatever? England?
It's 14:33.
2:33 England time? Where was this prediction made?
It's 14:33 UTC. So what is that?
What's
Universal
UTC?
Time Central.
That is St. Louis time. It would be 8:33 a.m.
Oh,
6 hour
God. We're all
difference.
going to die together then.
All right, do the freaking number math here.
That's great.
8:33 a.m.
And
on August 12th.
August 12th is what day?
12th,
It's
1,
a
2.
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. So we'll be here. I'll just
Oh,
see you.
Wait,
Please,
1, 2, third day of the week. There's 3.
Lauren, put it on your calendar.
I just did. What, are we
What
talking
time?
No.
What-
You set an alarm.
What time?
You
Where?
gonna follow that?
Where?
8:33 in the morning.
This is my paper calendar.
But I want at
Do
8:30.
you want me to send an invite for all of
3.
us?
8:30. I want
3.
we're gonna hold hands
Okay, fine. At 8:30, everybody's getting an Outlook invite right now. You have to accept.
at
Scott,
8:30 a.m. We're all gonna be holding hands,
Wearing helmets.
wearing helmets, of
I put
course.
Maybe.
foil hats.
Next stop, the ceiling.
Wait, we're gonna. Is it water? What's happening?
Oh, no, we're gonna lose gravity.
For 7 seconds, we get to go.
This
up
is
and
gonna be so much fun.
Touch the trim light.
It's gonna be like we're in Willy Wonka when they flow when they
Yeah.
With the
when they
bubbles?
drink the fizzy lifting drink.
Okay, you get to be Grandpa Joe. Okay,
What is this? What?
you got to burp and then you'll come down.
Can you back up a little bit and tell me what this means?
Oh wait, you want to know how we're getting there?
Just show your work. Show me the science.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
According to not scientists. So this thing has been making the rounds on Instagram, on
It's like a 6-year-old's
X.
dream.
Guys, we don't know what's going on with the government. NASA, all right, they have supposedly been working on this this secret project called Project Anchor.
What?
That's right. Project Anchor. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up.
Oh, I'm awake.
So the story goes that NASA has been hiding an $87 billion budget to prepare for a catastrophic event where gravitational waves from colliding black holes hit Earth. So this will happen at exactly 8:33 a.m. St. Louis time on August 12th, 2026. There will be mass panic. There will be economic collapse and roughly 40 million deaths from people either falling or things crashing down. Once the gravity comes back, everything, right? Everything's going to go whoop up, and then it's going to come all crashing down.
Now, there may be something to this. Having just watched Interstellar, again, black holes do emit gravitational waves. These waves are caused by the merger of black holes or the rotation of neutron stars. And gravitational waves are ripples in space-time that propagate away from the source, carrying information about their origins and clues to the nature of gravity. Now, what that means for 7 seconds of floaty time, I don't...
7 seconds, not 8 seconds.
7 seconds.
7
in heaven.
seconds.
Can't connect that.
Oh, my
7
gosh.
seconds. We will lose gravity.
To be
least-
honest with you, I'm excited.
Yeah, at least they're using good keywords.
How fun would this be if you just sat down on the toilet and
No, guys, we need to
My
broadcast from
turds
a
are
big field
floating.
that day.
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
We need to go to a field.
We need to get
Basketball
new
gym.
suits.
I want to dunk.
Let's wear our
What else
wear
can you
flight
do?
suits.
For 7 seconds, the only cool thing you can do is just dunk.
Pole vault,
Dominique
safely.
Wilkins windmill dunk. All of us.
Yeah.
We are
All
wearing
right,
our flight
now,
suits.
guys,
that
we
day.
either got to wear flight suits or track suits.
Flight suits.
Flight suits. Are you kidding? We need one.
Well,
we need to be buttoned up.
There is no backup. Flight suit.
All right,
This is
I'm
what we
making
got
a
it
note.
for.
I don't know. I was thinking like a Heaven's Gate kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh,
new
yeah.
sneakers. Let's all buy the
All
same
Nikes.
Nikes.
okay?
We have to order those the week before.
New sneakers.
Yeah, what'd they all wear? Nikes?
Yeah.
I think so. Why was it 7 seconds?
Why is this 7 seconds?
Yeah, right.
I have no idea.
Wait, we couldn't have gone Bull Rider 8 seconds? We had to go 7.
NASA has weighed in. Of course they did. Of course they're going to deny this. They're going to deny.
These guys, I tell you.
NASA's like, gravity doesn't work like a light switch. NASA scientists, they said that Earth's gravity is determined by its mass. Unless the Earth suddenly loses all its rocks, water, and core, which it won't, gravity ain't going nowhere. The Project Anchor document is a fake. There is no leaked report, no $89 billion budget, no secret bunkers building, no secret bunkers being built for the elite to hide from zero gravity.
Prove it.
That's exactly what they would say
Right.
if this were true.
This is all in the playbook.
Yeah.
And they say gravitational waves are tiny. While black holes do collide and send waves through space, they are so incredibly weak by the time they reach us that we need massive, hypersensitive machines just to detect them. Definitely not strong enough to make you float out of your chair.
I'll tell you what, man, 7 seconds is a long time if you're a good jumper. If you time this right, think about how high you can go. I mean, you're breaking legs.
When you come down,
Yeah.
who knows how far up it's going to take you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. 7
guys are
seconds.
acting like-
You can really rip.
Absence of gravity is like a pneumatic tube sucking us upward. You're just going to kind of
No, but if you jump, if you propel,
I mean,
There's
you
no
press-
gravity.
you press way.
If there's no
you time it
force,
perfectly.
yeah, right.
You'll just
I
keep
mean,
going up.
if
into
there's no
space.
force pulling you down to the earth,
Right. I understand it.
No
Gravity.
jumping.
You're the feather from Forrest Gump.
you're floating, baby.
You are, but
Is it true?
yeah, I guess if you pushed off and like did a hack squat right at the very first millisecond gravity
Or
cease,
at any point.
You're up in the air. Is that true?
it was 7 seconds later you're coming down. I mean, you're not going to go 8,000 feet.
No,
You're
you
gonna-
are.
No,
Isn't
but-
that what the astronauts say? Like, if you push off into space and you can't redirect. You will just continually just keep
You
going.
will, but
Yeah, but then
gravity's turning it back
will
on.
come back in 7
Oh, in
seconds.
7
seconds.
seconds. That's true. Okay,
But, I
yeah,
mean,
and then you'll be
You
all
only
right.
make it so far. in
You're gonna
7
break
seconds.
legs on a 12-foot drop.
If you push off hard, I could see that, yeah. If you just chill and hold still, you might twist an ankle, at best. You're just going to float up like a foot. Kind of cool. Of course, so is everything else. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know. What does everything dropping from about 3 foot up going to do to the Earth's crust?
Well,
if everything on Earth loses its weight,
okay.
That's
goes
not
up about
secured.
3 or 4 feet, cars, bowling balls, whatever.
hey, you know what? Nathan's got a good point. You know, you forget the Earth is spinning. So if we lose gravity,
Yeah, we're going backwards.
and the Earth is still spinning, where everything's going to kind of fly away.
We're going to end up in Colombia.
Oh.
Well, it's not like we have nothing else to worry about, you guys. So glad this is the only
For
thing we need to
7
worry about.
Yeah, 7 seconds. We'll start here. We'll end up in KC.
When I got home, my couch was 4 feet over.
I think it's going to be more catastrophic than you think than just a little floating off the ground, Rafe.
First of all, you're talking about it as if it's going to happen. 2,
Hey, show me the evidence it's not going to happen.
everything we just
Right.
talked about.
I don't trust NASA.
Okay.
We'll just leave it there.
I don't trust checkthisoutdude.com where you got this story from. Checkthisoutdude.com.org.
Well, I, for one,
It's
would be,
legit.
well, we will be doing the show from a field that day.
It'd be pretty cool. And
From just an empty
we'll
field.
end the show in the field next to it.
We've reached. We are lucky, in a way, or cursed to live. We've reached. We are living in the peak. This is the. If the technological age was the 90s, we are in the conspiracy age.
Well, I have.
It is at its all-time.
I've got some
peak.
of the biggest freakouts over nothing from the past couple of years.
Ooh.
Let's see if you can remember some of these.
Okay.
Like the times we freaked out.
Well, we talked about 2012 yesterday. We talked about Y2K.
Well, okay,
yesterday.
the Mayan apocalypse was 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Mayan apocalypse?
Kony
Everybody's
2012.
worried about that?
Of course.
Everybody
crap.
that didn't actually read it.
Remember the movie
worried about
Apocalypto that Mel Gibson made around the same time?
That movie was
Yeah, that
awesome.
movie-
Well, that was
Still
about
is.
the people, right? The
Yeah, about Mayan people.
Mayans.
Yeah, I think the Mayan 2012 really killed Kony 2012.
Okay, so
For sure.
was Kony 2012 or that was later?
2012,
That
dude.
freaked me out.
Kony 2012, this guy was
children?
making child armies, and everyone was
Was that
pissed
2012?
about it.
I thought that
and
was
then
later.
I thought that was
I thought it was
later, too.
earlier.
The Mayan calendar.
No. All right, the Mayan calendar. This is probably one of the most famous ones in the last couple of years. People believed the world would end December 21st, 2012 because the Mayan long count calendar ran out of days. Like, the Mayan calendar, they don't have any days past December 21st, 2012. That's the end.
That's why we gave up on Kony.
The calendar just started a new cycle. When was Kony? Was it 2012?
2012.
It was 2012.
Wow.
Kony with a K, 2012. American
There
short
were bumper
documentary film.
stickers. There were movements, a documentary, everybody online, and then
And can you-
Mayan calendar just, we're like, well, we can't.
Can you refresh me on what wasn't that? It
Joseph
was a scam.
Kony was like a warlord that was
like Uganda or
kidnapping
something,
children
right?
and forcing them into basically into his armies.
Well, was that true or was it a scam to raise money for?
I think it was both. I think it was true, but also the organization raising money was a scam. I think the story was true.
The story may have been true, but it was a lot of like, we need to give money to stop this guy.
Right.
And the money was going to
him.
maybe not just him, but just people setting up.
Invisible Children was the name of the organization. Because remember the guy who ran the organization stripped down naked in San Diego and
That's right,
was
and
out
went
in
nuts.
traffic and went nuts, and it killed the whole movement.
Yeah, the guy that organized it.
What a crazy.
He had like a psychotic
Was a lunatic.
break and was naked in San Diego running through traffic, putting his wiener up against people's car windows.
What's that has to do with it?
Yelling Kony 202012, and we immediately
Do you guys
moved on to
remember
the
that?
Mayan calendar.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Immediately. This guy's pressing ham in
Yes,
San
I'm a chick.
Diego.
oh, man,
People's
Middle
car windows
breakdown.
and noonday
this
traffic.
guy in Uganda is taking children and forcing them into his army.
Yeah.
Give
And
me
the
money,
leader
I'll
of the
stop.
resistance was naked in traffic in Santa Monica,
Just think about that, dude.
putting his wiener up against car windows.
Yeah.
That's how quick you can kill even a noble cause with just one pressed ham incident.
Yeah, flood the zone.
One guy runs out into beautiful Southern California traffic and starts going full pressed ham, budding pressed ham on everybody's car windows.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Full
here it
mashed
is.
potatoes just
Full-
all over
yeah.
your windshield.
Full taters and gravy all over everybody's windows.
On Wikipedia, it's known as the brief psychosis incident.
Uh-huh.
Briefless.
Okay, so March 2012, at the height of Kony 2012's video viral popularity, San Diego police detained a naked Russell at the western corner of the intersection of Ingram Street and Riviera for a psychiatric evaluation after he had a public breakdown. He was hospitalized for several weeks. A statement by his family said the
Jason
diagnosis
Russell was the guy's name.
was a brief reactive psychosis, an acute state brought on by extreme exhaustion, stress, and dehydration. Oh, man, it doesn't state exactly what he did, but...
Hey, man, we're all exhausted, and we're not pressing our parts up against
South
people's
Park did an
windshields.
episode
Pressing our
on him.
parts.
He got on South Park and it was over. South Park did a Kony 2012 episode where the guy was running around putting his wiener up against everything and it was over.
So, all right, so March 2012, a nonprofit, Invisible Children, released this 30-minute documentary titled Kony 2012. And the film was narrated by the organization's co-founder, this Jason Russell guy. The film focused on Joseph Kony, the leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, a brutal militia group that originated in Uganda. And this guy was notoriously abducting children and forced them to become sex slaves and child soldiers. And it went viral. 100 million views in 6 days, the documentary. It was the first major instance of what they call slacktivism,
Yeah.
which is activism performed easily online with little effort
Hashtag.
or no real-world engagement.
Which was looked down upon at that point, but now it's standard.
Yeah.
Now it's standard, but almost immediately after the video exploded, backlash ensued from academics, Ugandans, and foreign policy experts. They're like, this is a scam.
What do foreign policy experts know about anything?
This is a scam. By 2012, Joseph Kony and the LRA had already been pushed out of Uganda years prior, so it wasn't even a thing by that point.
He was still around.
He was still around, but he
He
wasn't.
was like in exile.
Yeah, he wasn't in power. And then this guy melted down, and then
The reports are different, but yes, this particular report here would end any sort of activism virality. This one just says he was taken to a medical facility after allegedly running around naked in public. Parentheses, and according to some reports, masturbating throughout
and shouting
San Diego last
incoherently.
week.
Yeah.
All right, so that wasn't okay. That may have been that was the thing, but this was not like an end of times freak out. The Mayan apocalypse that was an end of times freak out.
Yes.
Of course, Y2K, and we were all around during Y2K. We remember what that was all about. As the millennium approached,
We had one last year.
there was a global panic that computers wouldn't be able to handle the date change from 99 to 00, causing planes to fall from the sky. The banking systems were going to collapse. I remember at the radio station I was working at, all the computers had to have a sticker on them showing that the IT person had adjusted the time. IT workers did a lot of patching. Civilization remained very much intact. The Large Hadron Collider black hole? Remember that one? Back in 2008, when scientists fired up the massive particle accelerator in Switzerland, a conspiracy spread that it would accidentally create a black hole that would swallow the Earth. That didn't happen. The 2011 rapture? Remember Harold Camping? He was a radio preacher, a guy named Harold Camping. Spent millions on billboards warning the rapture would happen May 21st, 2011. When that day passed quietly, he pushed the date back to October. And that day also passed without anybody being raptured.
That you know of.
That I know of, yes.
Maybe there's 7 fewer hermits out there.
The Jupiter Effect. This was back in 1982. A best-selling book claimed that a rare alignment of the planets would trigger massive earthquakes and solar flares that would destroy Los Angeles. The planets did align, but nothing happened in L.A. How about Planet X? Have you heard about this one?
Yes, that's the place that Marvin the Martian was always
Planet X.
coming from.
So this theory pops up every couple of years, claiming a rogue, quote, death planet is on a collision course with Earth It was supposed to hit us in 2003, then in 2012, then 2017. NASA has repeatedly confirmed this is not a thing. There is no Planet X.
But.
2011, there was Comet Elenin. Conspiracy theorists claim this comet was actually a spaceship or a brown dwarf star that would cause a pole shift on Earth.
When was that?
This was 2011.
Which one was the comet that they all
That was Hale-Bopp.
Yeah, that was Heaven's Gate.
That was Heaven's Gate.
What year was that? 08?
90.
Oh, is that far gone? I thought.
I just watched a
I thought it was
documentary
in
on
the
that.
aughts.
Was
You're
it?
probably
It was
right. I honestly don't
97.
know.
97.
97.
Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
Yes, Marvin the
Planet-
Martian was from Planet X.
Planet X. Well, no, he's from Mars, I believe.
Oh, that's right. He's a Martian, yes.
What was?
The Martian. Yes, you're right. You're right. This whole
Maybe that.
this whole Earth,
got-
losing
got you
gravity
thrown
in
off.
August has got me all.
By the way, I did some research on that as to what would
Gravity.
happen. It would be very, very bad.
That song. What if it's just that song gets wiped from Spotify? John Mayer's Gravity.
So
That would also be a tragedy.
Yeah.
as far
That
as
would also be a national tragedy.
as far as what would happen to us after
If we lost gravity for 7
so
seconds.
here's just the overview because I have a extensive amount of research here. For those 7 seconds, most people would end up roughly about a half a meter to a meter above the ground. This is not jumping. This is just
Just floating.
just floating a little bit.
So how big is that?
3 feet.
3 feet.
Yeah, about
okay.
3 feet or so. They say that your fall and loose objects would fall about a half to a full meter back to the ground. It's like stepping off a chair or a countertop. Okay? Lots of sprains and broken bones,
not
people falling
terrible.
downstairs, warehouses and shelves dumping contents, that kind of stuff. Now, loads vanish during weightlessness. So, bridges, towers, pre-stressed structures briefly would unsag and then flex upward a bit. It would cause millions of broken pipes, cracked plaster, damaged joints, elevators and hoists doing terrifying things.
Oh boy, let's make sure we're not in an elevator at
Okay.
8:33 on August 12th.
Okay, we
Now,
won't be.
the ocean would begin to bulge, bead, and slosh into weird shapes. Massive chaotic surf along coast, flooding in low-lying coastal areas, violent sloshing in bays and large lakes. The oceans would be a total mess. Anything near them, a total mess. Rapid pressure equalization impulse starting near the ground. Strong gust and vertical air motion. Ear-popping pressure weirdness across the globe. I mean, this would
Yeah, it'd be catastrophic.
it would be very, very
Well,
bad.
We need to be ready.
Okay.
There was also in 2020 the 5G apocalypse.
I think that's still going on.
Oh, yeah.
I had lunch with somebody recently, and they were talking about how everything's going wrong in this world because of the 5G towers.
Yeah.
Like we were sitting outside having lunch, and they were pointing to the 5G tower that was near us, and he was like, "This is the reason that everything's going to hell in a handbasket." And I'm like,
Yeah.
5G?
5G tower?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's over yet. I think people are still on that train.
Well, did you see that?
Well, in 2020 during the height of the pandemic, it was, the 5G towers were going to activate the mind control chips.
Yeah.
But did you see there's a billionaire or like a multimillionaire that abandoned his house and built a house. He's so obsessed about longevity and some other things, which is great. I'm all for that. But part of it, he would say that 5G is damaging your cells and your molecular makeup and all that. And he built a house that's basically a giant Faraday box where where nothing can come in. Yeah, and at night, I mean, it looks like a prison. At
Ex
night,
machina.
Yeah, at night his windows go and they're like, some huge carbon fiber or something or other comes down and blocks the windows. Like the whole thing
And
is supposed to be safe.
He puts on his tinfoil hat
Yeah.
And goes to bed.
and goes nighty
I
night.
just saw some.
But he burns candles, and he's going to be in for
And he's
it.
got one smoke detector he can't find. It's driving him
I gotta find
slowly
the
mad. What was last year's big? We had one last year because we all were supposed to get raptured. I can't
Oh,
remember
it was,
what it was for. Do
the
you
big
remember?
natural disaster that one person said was
Okay.
going to happen before New Year's Eve, right? It was supposed to happen like December 17th or something.
You got a list of last year's, Rizz?
No, I don't know I don't remember last
We
year.
had one last year because we all were supposed to get raptured, and that was the day. Then there was one day the aliens were supposed to come and take us. That was the
Like late
what was
fall,
that?
right?
The Baba Vanga? Was that last year's? Prophecies pointed to alien encounters, major events.
Yeah, the world was ending.
Baba Vanga?
The
Baba
Ghanaian
Vanga.
prophet Ibo Noah
Yeah.
said on Christmas we were supposed to all be raptured. The
Oh,
Doomsday
there was
clock
one
was up.
earlier too. We had a doomsday clock earlier.
Yeah.
Nostradamus said fireball from heavens last year, 2025. Didn't happen. When are we going to stop? How many misses does Nostradamus get before we stop worrying about it?
I don't think anybody takes him seriously anymore.
Because he still comes up
Speak
often.
for yourself.
And I feel like we've had a few of those Nostradamus predictions come and go.
Hey, man, you shoot a lot of arrows. You hit a couple targets.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
There's one for this
Yes.
year called the Heinz von Forrester 1960 model suggested humanity's population growth will lead to collapse on November 13th, 2026. An idea that gained traction last year as the date approached, although last year was not 2026.
Well, I, for one, am going to prepare for
We need to get new Nikes.
Yeah, we need to get new Nikes by August 12th. Listen, it may not be the loss of gravity that kills us. Thank God we're not in a place like India where... Do you hear the story about this rogue elephant has been going on a 10-day killing rampage?
What? No.
This is the kind of stuff they have to deal with over there.
Yeah.
So there is a terrifying situation in eastern India right now. So a single rogue elephant has been on this rampage for 10 days. It's devastating. According to reports from January 19th, a single-tusked wild bull elephant has killed 24 people and injured 15 others across several towns. Here's my question. It's not like it could sneak up on you.
True.
How is it killing all those people?
He's probably it's probably near water, so he's hiding under the water with his little snorkel up. And then
It's an honest question. They said that this one elephant has killed over 20 people.
probably,
Over 24 people.
Are you so confident in your racing abilities? Do you think you could outrun an elephant?
that's a good point. They're very fast.
No, I know that.
I would just be like ready for a hug.
That's
and it would
how he's
just
getting
trample
them.
me.
I was going to he's probably coming in all cute.
Yeah.
Coming in all he's probably got like a daisy in his trunk. He's got like a flower in his trunk.
You think maybe he's dressed up as something else and surprise,
He's got
I'm the
mascara
elephant.
on. He's batting his eyelashes like.
He looks like Snuffleupagus from
I'm all-
Sesame Street.
And as soon as you get
Takes
close,
off the mask.
as soon as he hands you the flower from his trunk, he just pummels you.
You know what? That's the way I would like to go.
But
That's-
trampled by an elephant?
Oh, dude.
Have
seen
you
them
saw that
videos?
video?
Those are some of the worst
Yes, you
videos
guys
I've
have
ever
shown
seen.
me the trampling of videos of.
The one he folded that one guy in half? You remember
Yes.
that
In
video?
half.
That's
the,
going to be
the,
me
the wrong way.
at the trampoline park Sunday, folding kids in half. Can't wait.
Yeah, that guy. That was in India.
Yeah.
Man.
That was like a circus or something. Or some kind of elephant
It was bad news, man.
trainer or whatever. Like lifted the guy up with the trunk and like beat the hell out of him and then bent him in half. So the attacks began on New Year's Day in a village called Bandahari, where a 35-year-old guy was the first victim. Things escalated quickly from there. Just 4 days later, the elephant killed 5 members of a single family in another town. The very next day in another town, 5 more people lost their lives. And experts think this bull elephant is in a state where it's in a massive surge of testosterone, like the massive
It's in
surge
heat?
of they call it something.
It's horny.
Musk.
Is that what it is?
I think it might be called being in musk.
Musth. How would you pronounce
Must.
that? Musk.
Musk or must.
It can last for weeks and make the animal incredibly aggressive, unpredictable, restless.
Have they brought
And I guess
in a female
elephants travel at
elephant?
night,
Puberty.
and they cover up to 25 miles a day.
And they can be pretty quiet and sneaky.
Maybe he just needs some peanuts.
Reports say people are actually climbing trees or sleeping on rooftops just to stay out of reach, listening in the dark for the sound of breaking walls or heavy footsteps.
Oh my gosh, it's like Jurassic
God.
Park with the water.
My God.
Yeah. Massive surge in testosterone causing extreme sexual drive, restlessness, heightened aggression with physical signs including oily secretions from their temporal glands, constant urination, and a distinctive swagger.
Man,
Swagger.
And they say that they have
Bobo's got a swag.
Like an-
Bobo's got swag. Look out.
like an infinite memory. Like they remember everything
Yeah.
an elephant remembers. What if this whole rampage is just because one douchebag said something he shouldn't have said, and the elephant's like, "Oop,
Never forget."
never forget."
Could be.
Never forget.
I apologized.
Because I think once you upset one of them, It's kind
I
of
think I tell his buddies.
They tell
about
two
that. I'm just
friends
saying, like,
and
The elephant
so on.
prophecy.
like I don't think there's hope.
Maybe there's an elephant prophecy we missed. They're all going to kill us in
So they
2026.
say the elephant's moving swiftly through the dense forest and slipping into remote villages under the cover of darkness.
Good luck to the elephants after that 7 seconds.
Sounds cool.
August 12th is your reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck following your meter.
By the way, Rizz, there is a website I found. Doomsday.march1studios.com. It's a doomsday scoreboard. It's got every prophecy and as for every doomsday prophecy and which ones have failed and when they passed.
I think they all have failed.
well, yeah, I was going to say, which ones come true?
278,
We're still
15,
here.
15 pending, 0 successful apocalypse predictions, 2 currently active predictions, and they've got like a nice little. It's got it all laid out for you. The scoreboard.
Oh, I love that.
And what the predictions are.
What are we
years.
actively in? Is this the gravity one?
Active 2005 to 2026, predicted by Neil Howell William Strauss. The book Fourth Turning in American Prophecy. These historians predicted that between 05 and 2026, the United States would experience the fourth turning, a period of social upheaval on the scale of revolution, civil war, the Great Depression. No indicators of that.
No.
that I've
We're
seen.
good.
Not at all.
Listen, we just hang on one more year and we'll be fine. We'll be out of that window.
Multiple
Hang in there, guys.
commentators link recent U.S. crises in this forecast, though no conclusive cataclysm has occurred.
Okay.
Cycle is set to resolve by 2026, so hang on.
All right.
Okay.
We're 5%.
Resolve.
We've got a couple more months to go, guys.
Okay.
Second active, 2020 to 2030, predicted by Donella Meadows, MIT System Dynamic World Group. The limits of growth, MIT System Dynamics commissioned by the Club of Rome, modeled global development using World War III system. There's business as usual scenario projected industrial output peaking around 2020 and population peaking between 2025 and 2030, followed by a decline from resource depletion and pollution. Later analyses include reaffirm a similar overshoot and a collapse of the dynamic of human life. Growth,
Well,
business as usual,
What is
blah,
that?
blah, blah.
I don't understand that one.
I'm again it.
Recent calibration reproduced the same pattern drive mainly by
I don't understand that one.
Basically, resource depletion is going to start making the world population go in reverse. So
When?
it's a slow cataclysm.
When is that happening?
Now till 2030.
Oh.
Prediction, economic collapse, societal breakdown, environmental
That's the easiest one.
catastrophe.
That's
that's
the
what's
easiest
real.
one. Everybody's jumping on. Yeah, I mean, they've been
Take a
saying
look around.
they've been saying that for 200 years, and they're all right. Right?
So
I mean,
far.
that's kind of an easy one to jump on. That's a popular bandwagon.
Yeah.
Well, now we got to watch out for the elephants, guys, at night. At night.
Darn it.
There's also a Messiah Foundation one. That one's always out there. Second coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's always looming.
That's
no
yeah,
man,
that's
no
always
man
looming.
shall know.
I know.
But listen, guys, the elephant, they've tried tranquilizers on this thing,
And to no avail. Like
but it
did
becomes
nothing?
more pissed off.
What?
Yeah. And
Somebody's selling you some.
some bad darts.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
they
these
kill
bad
them?
darts.
Aren't different animals protected in India?
Well, I think one that has killed more than 24 people, I think all bets are off.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think there's something sacred about them, and it's like you just got to deal with it.
Nah, it's a cow.
Nah.
But
A
could it be?
different kind of cow, yeah.
Nah, they gonna kill him.
Yeah, they every time they try to kill him, it pisses them off more.
Right.
And now they can't find him, and now I'm thinking he's on his way here.
Well, if you keep talking
He's
about
probably
him,
on a
he is.
plane. He's probably
in
on
the
a
sea.
he's probably on a American Airlines flight.
Yep, I've seen Operation Dumbo Drop.
Is that Danny Glover?
Oh man,
Bill Murray, I think. Maybe Glover.
I think that's a Danny Glover movie.
Might be.
Where's he at?
Doing Pilates.
not here. If that
Looking
elephant's
great.
on its way.
He's too old for this.
I told you last time was the last time. He's got to. Him and Mel Gibson have. That's Lethal Weapon 6. Is they got to take this elephant out in the streets of L.A. Honestly, I'd watch that.
He may be on his way to
I would
Lambert.
not.
I don't know. But I didn't realize this thing was like attacking people at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Couple thump wall.
Oh man, you got that glass.
Dead.
You got that glass of water that's just
Boom.
Yep.
that's rippling. Ooh, get on the roof. It's killing people. All right. With
On that note,
with that being said, yeah. Today's Teamers Rep of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Score a shot at 10K during Blues away games this year at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Get the details at hotshotsnet.com. From Pacific, Tara Ollendorf is our Teamers Rep today. Tara has been a faithful listener since 2008. Loves the show and how we've evolved. She's attended many Point and Rizz Show events over the years. She enjoys my genuine character. Moon is so naturally gifted. I'm in awe when he performs. Love his knack for trivia and competitive streak. Rafe is so quick-witted and brings the edge to the show. Jeff Burton will always be missed, and he was one of a kind, but your current show has been my favorite, with each member contributing a unique perspective and talent. Keep up the great work. Tara is a proud wife and mom of 3 girls, enjoys watching our St. Louis City Soccer Club, and rarely misses a game. She is a social worker at Mercy Hospital and appreciates all the philanthropy that the show and the station do for the community. Tara Ollendorf from Pacific is our Teamers Rep of the Day. Get super sweet Teamers Rep of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/TeamRizz. All right, learn what you got.
Dave Mustaine wants to tour again with Metallica. The Blake Lively drama that we've all wanted to forget about is still ongoing. Let this man eat cereal in peace, and the best of INXS.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And how many of us say that music is an important part of our day? And ads on ChatGPT, yep, that's going to be a thing. Well, we'll chop it up next. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier Air text line, 314-649-DUMB. The Bud Light Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow, 1057thepoint.com. Subscribe to the Rizz Show's YouTube page. Just search the show name. Man, do you see they got 7 feet of snow in Russia? 7 feet.
God.
7 feet.
Yeah, they're telling people to stop jumping off roofs into it and stuff.
People are jumping out of like buildings.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But they're getting stuck.
Well, you got to have a friend. You got to tie a rope and give it to your buddy.
You gotta have a retrieval on. Yeah,
Come on, that's the basics.
You hear about the snowstorm in Russia? Yeah, 7 feet. 7 feet of snow.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, tennis racket sales went up there. Strap them on your feet and walk around.
Okay, that's a snowshoe joke. Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We'll talk to Chris Kerber in a little bit. Blues lose again last night. Yep. Does everybody here listen to music every day?
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
I have to.
It's a part of your life, right? Is it an important part of your day?
Very much so, yeah.
Moon, do you listen to music every day?
I think you'll be surprised to hear that no. I have to take days off sometimes, like intentionally take a day off, because for me it's work, and I mean that in the greatest way. But I can't really just sit and like chill. It does happen sometimes, and that's kind of where airplane stuff is for me. But yeah, music in general is I'm thinking about it and doing it so much every day that on occasion I'll be like, ooh, today is a rest day for music.
Makes sense.
And it works well for me.
Yeah, I listen. I maybe not every day. There are days I'm like, I didn't listen to anything today. But either in the car, in the car. I have music on when I'm cooking.
You're never silent.
No, I'm never silent.
Because you say, you do it in the kitchen.
Always do it in the kitchen.
Car. Sometimes I just need a silent
Nah,
ride.
it's never silent. 84% of Americans say listening to music is an important part of their day. So how often do you listen to music? 55% of people said an hour a day at least. 2% said never. Sad. How do you listen to music? Streaming and the radio. And there's a steep drop-off after that with things like CDs and cassettes. 73% stream, 48% listen to music on the radio on a regular basis. 24% still download MP3s. 24% still use CDs. 11% listen to records, and 4% use cassettes. Favorite type of music, according to this poll of, how many people they poll here? Thousands. Favorite type of music, classic rock, ranked first.
Nice.
then country, then pop, then hip-hop, metal, R&B, and alternative.
That's probably where your 4% of cassettes is coming from, too.
That's true.
Your classic rockers?
Yeah, because
And
I mean,
the
4%, like, that sounds crazy high.
Well, they had to choose from 20 different types, so percentages are low. Classical, 5%, Christian, 4%, jazz, 4%, gospel and blues and folk. New Age ranked last. That's stuff like Yanni and Enya. What genre do you think best represents America in 2026?
Americana.
No.
Country and hip-hop tied for first.
I could see that. Yeah, country's everywhere.
Then it's pop, classic rock, and R&B.
Good for country.
The Grammys are on February 1st. Do you think they actually pinpoint the best music of the year?
No. Well, I guess I should walk that back. I think on a general level, like, yeah, like what is the top selling
I couldn't
artist?
even tell you who is nominated or
Same.
what's up for.
And we work in music radio.
I know.
But yeah, I think they do a good job of like, what do the masses want?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Not enough information for me.
Sometimes they get it right too on the other way. I've seen like, you know, Sturgill Simpson clean up at the Grammys,
But didn't
despite
Beyonce
no radio play? You know what I mean?
Did Beyonce get the country award last year?
I think so. And that was like her first in a while.
People
right?
were up in arms about that.
Right.
Yeah, but who was she up against?
Other country artists.
But I mean, wasn't it like stadium country artists?
I know it was a whole thing.
Yeah, it was a whole thing because no one wanted her in that space. But like, I would be curious who she was up against last year.
So the question was, do you think they actually pinpoint the best music of the year, the Grammys? Only 14% said yes, 51% no, 35%, like me, not sure.
I think it's just popular, not best. And also, music is subjective. It's silly.
For
It's
sure.
silly for all of
Yeah.
us to try and argue our way in and out of it.
We like what we like.
Yeah.
I'm
How
sure
often-
there's also a level of the promotion machine that gets involved.
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
how much
Oh,
money
it
is
is.
behind it, of
The
course.
politics.
That's all
yeah.
it is.
I mean, they've
Politics
said
and promotion of it, of course.
That's
they've
all it
said
is.
that Academy Awards are bought and paid for in the past. Like, there's a lot of stories coming out now about people just like.
Oh, the campaigning and the payoffs and the...
Well,
you
there
know
was
what?
like a country music awards thing. I was watching a Waylon Jennings doc, and he refused to go because they tried to make him cut his song short or something. So I don't remember what happened, but he's like, "Why don't I just go out there and wave and come back off? Maybe that'll make you." He's like, the producers made him cut a song, so he just didn't go out, and then he
Right.
never went back for like 6 years. And his wife was nominated. And he only went because he thought she was going to win. And then they told him ahead of time that she wasn't winning. And he goes, "I thought nobody was supposed to know till you open the envelope." So he's like, "It sounds like you guys are lying." And then he won that night. And then he just refused to go up and get his award. But it's like, it seems like a lot of this stuff is predetermined.
I mean, the whole thing is a commercial for the industry, and
Sure.
that's
Sure.
okay.
And that's
I mean,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good.
It's
that's a good
entertainment,
thing.
just like everything else.
Yeah, it's
you
just
know?
a big commercial for it, and that's fine.
The other question was, how often do you go out and see live music? 21% said at least once a month. Another 23% at least one concert per year.
I've definitely slowed down to once a month. I would go more, but I
Man,
just
when-
can't do weekdays.
When my wife and I were younger, and yeah, I didn't have these hours, we would be at concerts 2 or 3 times a week,
Dude,
Dude, live
if not
music,
more.
live music is the best.
It is.
It's the best. There's no hiding. There's no nothing. It's just you get to experience something that will never happen again.
Yeah, when I lived in U City, and the pageant was just down the street, I was there all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
it seemed like
you
4
think of
times
it,
in a week.
You're watching a musician, a group of musicians that will only be in this room on this night
Yeah.
doing this exact
It's
thing
magic.
in this moment, and you get to receive the sound.
and you're
It's-
breathing the same air.
Yeah, it's pure.
It is. It's
pure.
magical.
It's so
I love
cool.
it.
I do too.
I love it. And then, listen, I got, teenagers. I got, life gets in the way, my hours. I wish I could go to more shows.
Same.
The parking
The parking.
situation. All right, this was bound to happen eventually. OpenAI has officially announced they are preparing to test advertisements inside the ChatGPT app.
Which is spectacular because Sam Altman 2 years ago, just 2 years ago, when asked about it, said it was an absolute last resort.
Yep.
So we're
St.
already
Louis
there.
St. Louis Zone, Sam Altman said the ads would be, as Moon said, a last resort. But it looks like that day has finally come. The company's looking to diversify how it makes money, especially as it eyes a potential IPO and tries to cover the staggering $1.4 trillion it has committed to building data centers and chips.
So I was thinking about this, and I was listening to some people kind of chop it up. And the interesting thing about the ads thing is, first of all, this is a privately owned company. And one of the guys was saying, if this was a publicly owned company and they announced the ad thing, the stock would skyrocket. It would do well,
right?
Because typically these are good things for companies and
for a company to make money, of course.
But he made a good point and said ChatGPT is going to have to really walk a tightrope here, and probably has been trying to figure out for the last year how to successfully throw advertisements on us without us being totally freaked out by it. And what I mean is, his example was, he goes, you say two things and Facebook delivers an ad about what you were talking about, and people get super freaked out. He goes, ChatGPT, you are telling them everything that you're interested in, and it's forming an understanding of who you are and what you need. So its advertisement is going to be so specific and on the nose.
I'm going to tell you what he's promising here. So what he promises.
They almost have to make it half dumb.
So first of all, the initial tests are rolling out in the U.S. over the next coming weeks. So you likely see ads on ChatGPT if you subscribe to the free version. If you subscribe to the lower cost ChatGPT Go, which I think is like $8 a month, you'll get some ads. If you're paying for the higher tier subscriptions, you're safe.
Wow.
From what I read,
those will remain ad-free for now.
The only people that pay for it, as far as the overall users, is less than 5%, right?
Right.
It's funny how that's crept in, by the way, on other things. Right? You pay for this no ads, then a year or two goes by, and then all of a sudden, well, you're going to watch a 1-minute ad before it starts, but it'll be uninterrupted after.
But
that.
if you add, but hey,
if you upgrade Uber Premium,
there was a whole episode of Black Mirror about that in the new season. Remember they put the AI in the dead wife's and reanimate her.
Oh.
And then she started playing commercials.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if they upgrade to the higher tier,
that's right.
That's next for all your AI sex dolls, everybody.
So the good news is that
that'd actually be pretty funny.
If in the middle of making
talk dirty to me, baby,
more.
Have you seen the new Mitsubishi Eclipse?
No, ZipRecruiter at ZipRecruiter.com. You do like one of those ads.
Yeah.
Mitsubishi.
Baby,
excuse me.
I'm almost there. The new Mitsubishi Eclipse is everything you thought it could be and more in a luxury vehicle.
So the good news is the chatbot's not going to start pitching your products mid-sentence. OpenAI said the ads will appear beneath relevant responses. They'll be visually separated from the chat and clearly labeled as sponsored content. So the idea is to help you discover products relevant to what you were talking about. Now, OpenAI is working hard to get ahead of the privacy concerns. So they promise that advertisers will not influence how ChatGPT generates answers. Your actual conversations will not be shared with advertisers, and they will block sensitive ads.
Until this doesn't work, and they have to go to a new tier of trying to get money, and then they will have the ads being in all of the things that you're searching for, and that will be skewed.
I'll go one further and say you're lying.
Much like Google searching.
Let me see on ChatGPT if they're lying.
I will say that is not true. That is and that's a nice thing to tell the public.
Right.
So you're telling me if I go on ChatGPT and I go, and I put in, because I was building like models on there of like my bathroom that I'm having redone.
Right.
And I'm like, so you're telling me if I look at bathroom vanities on there, they're not going to show me a sponsored?
Like Home Depot.
Kohler.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the guarantee they are. I guarantee they're taking preferential.
They will eventually.
If somebody's willing to pay for it, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only telling you what they're saying.
No, I know. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not yelling at you.
Don't yell at me.
I love you.
Thank you, buddy.
You're just a stand-in for ChatGPT for right now.
Yeah, you're an AI advocate, dude.
Well, you know me. And I, for one,
welcome
the
sponsored ad overlords.
All right, let's do this. Oh, I should say 36 years old today, 1990. MTV Unplugged premiered.
Ah, thank you for that.
MTV, and here's always the trivia question, and do you remember the answer? Who was the first featured artist on MTV?
She knows this.
No, I don't know this because
I ask you every year.
I know, and I don't remember. And it's a pop artist.
This is our version of 3 movies playing in theaters right now.
Yeah, I can never remember this little
No one
fact.
ever
You
knows
ask
when
me
you
this
ask.
Every year. Come on. When is it going to stick?
I don't think I like the answer.
It's
is what
not
it is.
anyone famous. It is someone you would not think.
You talking about the first video on MTV?
No, the first artist on MTV Unplugged.
It was like Rick Astley or something.
No.
No, it was.
No, it was a
Bananarama.
one-hit band.
Milli Vanilli. No. Who is it?
MTV Unplugged premiered on MTV 36 years ago today in 1990. And the first band featured was Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Yeah, I don't have time to put Squeeze.
What do you mean
in
you
my
don't have
brain.
time?
Yeah, squeeze it in.
Get it in there.
I can't. It's never gonna stick. It's never gonna stick in there.
I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
next year.
I can
I'm going to
with
say 37 years ago today in 1990, MTV Unplugged premiered.
You should ask me tomorrow and see if I can actually remember tomorrow
Yeah,
that I
I
learned
will.
Featured
today.
artist was
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
I
with
know now.
confidence. I will also.
I'm going to create a
forget.
squeeze calendar invite for this day next year.
Okay, fine.
Just accept it.
I will.
Do you remember the song? I mean, they're most.
Plowed.
No, that's
Oh my
Sponge.
gosh.
See, I can't even get the Sponge. Sponge, Squeeze. Who gives a ish?
Oh, no.
Green jacket, gold jacket.
Who gives?
Do you remember their song, Squeeze?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Stand
I
by.
should. Oh,
You should.
What's it called?
Is it
Do you
that
even know
Sweet
the
Jane
title?
song? Tempted by the fruit of another.
Yeah, Tempted.
Stop.
Oh, that's Squeeze?
Yeah,
Oh, this
Squeeze.
song
I thought this was
rips.
some other
This
guy.
song's so good. You know why this song is good? Because Steve Ewing does it all the time.
Was this in the Coneheads?
I don't know about
And the
that.
Coneheads.
This is just a list.
I was sitting on a corner, Fallout Boy and Lisa Loeb, somebody did these.
You're ruining it.
No Squeeze, dude.
It is kind of that song.
We
All
gotta
right,
get
now
to the
everybody's
chorus.
got to get to the chorus.
What is
Here
that
we go.
sitting on the corner song? Who did that?
He hates that band, right?
No, you're thinking of
Suzanne, you're thinking Suzanne Vega?
oh, is that it?
Wait, is that da 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 da. Tempted by the
Fruit of another. You hate that song too?
No.
Oh, okay.
I hate Whitetown, Your Woman.
I'm sorry.
Primitive Radio Gods.
Yeah, primitive. We all know about that.
Gabriel Favela and Cuco.
All right, Squeeze.
What?
Squeeze.
That's who sings sitting in the corner.
Are you thinking?
You just said that was Suzanne Vega.
Suzanne Vega.
Oh, okay,
That
I'm
just
sorry.
sounded like that, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody owes somebody money. Tempted by the fruit of
No.
another.
No, that's a stretch.
So that's
Or is it a
Squeeze.
I'm with you,
Squeeze.
Moon. I think.
Okay,
Okay, here
let's
we
go.
go. Let's talk about this. Dave Mustaine of Megadeth expressed a desire for a joint tour with his former band Metallica, believing it would make everything right between them.
Sure it
Dave
would.
was reflecting. He was interviewed by the New York Times this weekend, which is kind of odd to see like a New York Times photo shoot with Dave Mustaine. It just, I don't know, like they went metal this weekend. It was strange. But he was reflecting positively on his time in Metallica. He praised James Hetfield's guitar skills and referred to Lars Ulrich as a tremendous songwriter. And so, what do you think about this? They have not toured together since the Big Four tour in 2010 and
So
2011.
Megadeth and Metallica on tour together.
Yeah. Would you want to see that?
Sounds a little thirsty. Sounds
Dave
sounds
is
like Dave
thirsty.
Mustaine is being a little thirsty.
Also, he wants Megadeth to tour with them. He doesn't want to rejoin the band.
I think he wants to, have the bands. I don't think he would rejoin Metallica. I
That's
think
what
he
I
wants
thought
to
you meant. I
rejoin
was like,
with
man, he's really done a
Metallica on
180.
tour.
Did Kirk Hammett take over for Dave Mustaine?
Yeah, from what
Was
I
he the
remember.
replacement, or was Kirk Hammett in the band already?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have my Metallica timeline.
Let's see, Metallica band member timeline.
Because I'm
Or
not
Cliff?
sure. No, Cliff. Well, no, Ron McGovney was the first bassist, then Cliff, and then Jason Newsted, and then
Okay.
Robert Trio.
But I will say he's
Well,
my,
Kirk Hammett was in what band before? Testament? What was he? He was in another band before.
Okay, let's see. James has been in the whole time.
Kirk Hammett took over,
Yeah, he took over for Dave.
formerly in the band Exodus.
Exodus, yeah.
Yeah, it was some biblical
It was
thing.
some biblical.
Testament, Exodus.
Man, I have had many people that I trust really try to get me into Megadeth, and I can't do it. It's colors I can't see. I can't do it.
I love sweating
This
bullets.
is a yearly conversation, too.
Every time, and I try, dude. I try, and I'm Megadeth blind. I can't see it. I don't.
Is it his voice? Because his voice can be off-putting.
Hello, St. Louis. I've seen that video.
Me, Dave Mustaine.
I think I've played this before.
I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. Like I said, I want to, but I can't.
Have you heard Lane Staley from Alice in Chains make fun of Dave Mustaine?
No.
No.
This was an MTV interview. I guess they were all on some kind of festival. Listen to this.
Watching me come again.
All right then. Well, okay.
Thank you, Lane. That sounds pretty good. That sounds just like it.
Yeah.
It's a flavor I can't taste.
Anyway, that might be happening. I'd love to see them do the Big Four show again, though. Slayer, Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth. That'd be cool. Guys, I have been doing crap on every day. I have been avoiding this stupid Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively.
Hey, listen, the text messages are out now.
It ends with
That's the
us.
Jenny Slate thing.
Yes, and the Taylor Swift thing. So
Taylor Swift text messages are out.
they are. So the trial for this case, which has been kind of ongoing, Blake Lively suing this guy. He sued, and then that got dropped. The trial is set for the case for May 18th, and I feel like if they show it on TV, it's going to be similar to like the Johnny Depp trial where we were all
Johnny
locked
Depp,
in for
Amber
that.
Heard.
Yeah. So as the End It With Us legal battle continues, newly unsealed text messages from comedian and actress Jenny Slate have revealed her true thoughts on Justin Baldoni while being in the film with Blake Lively. At one point, Jenny Slate stated that filming the movie has been really gross and disturbing, and that there are many people that feel this way. She said, Justin is truly a false ally, and I'm unwilling to do anything that promotes the image that he's crafting as a, quote, male feminist. She says, honestly, I have no words to describe what a fraud he is. And she says, I'm not scared or anything. I'm just repulsed and deeply irritated. And I know that Blake is experiencing that on a much more serious level.
Who said this?
This is Jenny Slate.
Jenny Slate. I read the article, too, and honestly, I can't believe I'm about to say this as a Rizz Show representative. We may owe Blake Lively an apology. It seems like this guy sucks.
He does suck.
I think it seems like they all suck.
It might be, but it's starting to pile up that this guy was highly problematic and harassing a lot of people on set, not just Blake. And I know that, we were kind of, early on, we were just like, maybe they both suck, or she's, doing as a promotional stunt, but, because I've read the article, and there's a bunch of other stuff in there, text messages from her.
Taylor Swift's got her nose in there, too.
Well,
At first, she was denying not being involved, and now she's heavily involved.
Well, Taylor Swift texted, I think this bitch knows something is coming because he's gotten out a tiny violin. And according to other documents from The Hollywood Reporter, Taylor was anything but an innocent bystander who was set up by Blake during this New York City penthouse showdown with Justin Baldoni. In fact, Hollywood Reporter states Taylor seemed to be involved with Blake Lively's strategy, texting her, quote, if Justin was strategic, he would just be like no Taylor Swift in the trailer because that gives you more power over the film. That's your ally, not his.
No.
So
We'll see.
I don't know. I'm so bored with this. I was like, well, how did this even come about? Again, August of 2024, Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni that were filming, and then Blake said she filed a complaint against him for sexual harassment and retaliation throughout the year. And again, it's been on.
Has anybody seen the movie?
No.
What movie?
I know. That's what I'm
movie
saying.
that they're fighting over. Here's what I'm more interested in.
It's eclipsed the. I don't know anyone who's actually seen the film, and it's like I think that's what's so boring about it.
Did
you
it
guys
come
made
out?
a crappy movie. Just move on.
Here's what I'm more interested in. Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay.
Billy Bob Thornton wears two hats. He
Yeah,
wears
he
a
does.
hat on a hat.
Yeah, he does.
Hats
Let
on
this
hats.
man live. What's wrong with that? His
He's
head
got a
is
unique
cold.
style.
Stacks on
I
stacks.
said this yesterday. I saw him on a thing, and I go, here's what I like about Billy Bob. He knows everyone hates this hat on a hat thing. He's fully aware.
So he wears a stocking cap and then a hat on top of the stocking cap.
Right. He's got a little head, maybe.
And then he's got like a hoop earring.
Oh,
But it's not in the ear. It's in the
It's
stocking.
on the hat.
It's on the hat?
Yes.
It's pirate chic.
But here's the thing.
It's almost that Mitch Hedberg bit where he's talking about how you have a lot of cranium accessories.
Yes, he's so committed to the bit that I'm starting to accept it. I'm just like, yeah, that's just Billy Bob head, and I'm cool with it.
Have you not seen Landman?
Oh, yeah. So season 1. I haven't seen season 2.
Season 2.
I've heard nothing.
Season 2's good.
Nothing good about season 2.
Really?
Yeah, it's like mixed reviews. But we're like 3 or 4 episodes in. It's fine. It's
But
good.
it's Billy Bob. Anything he does, I'm going to like it.
It's Billy Bob.
Has the 35-year-old daughter in high school come out again with her skivvies on?
Yeah, she's always
She's always got
half naked.
something.
But okay, so here's Billy Bob Thornton talking about his style.
First of all, these boots had dirty there.
Yeah.
I got these boots in Telluride, Colorado in 1996.
Wow.
And they look like tire treads.
Talk about high
But they look
quality.
great still. They look amazing.
And I wear them in weather like this, but I wear women's size 6 Levi's.
Women's size 6
That's
Levi's.
what size I wear.
He is
Damn you,
thin.
Billy Bob. How tall is he?
Lerny Bob Thornton.
5'1".
Lerny Bob Thornton's over here.
What is this on?
He's on some, I don't know.
Where
some-
was he convinced to think that we
Dude's
cared about
5'10". Get
what
out of here
he's
with your
wearing?
size 6.
He was asked about
I
it
am, yeah, he was asked about it.
I know, I'm saying where?
on a talk
Probably
show.
like
So
Good Day
on some-
America.
Oh, okay.
like a
Morning
daytime
show.
talk.
Levi, size 6 women.
Size 6 women.
That's
So that's
what
how-
these are.
6?
He's talking about how he doesn't spend money on it on clothes.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
By the way, Levi's don't come in size 6, okay? It's like 501s.
Oh,
or,
you're calling
you
him
know,
out.
They come
your
in
waist
sizes,
is
though,
34-28. Yeah, but they're not size 6. Like women's pants are size 6. Like you go to H&M, you can get a size 6.
So you're calling Billy Bob Thornton a liar?
I am.
Oh, Levi's are waist and length?
Yes.
Well, so, yeah.
Oh, Billy.
And then this
Billy.
coat was bought for me because I didn't have one when we were in London. And one of the lovely publicists, who's a friend of ours, she comes back with this coat.
Nice coat.
Anything I have that costs any money, somebody else gave it to me.
Whoa.
Because I just don't spend money on this. My kids, I spend way too much.
Yeah.
But this hat deal, there's a store called Lansky's in Memphis, Tennessee.
I know. It's where Elvis used to shop.
Where Elvis, they dressed Elvis, Jerry Lee.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, little Richard, all of them.
Yeah.
Hal Lansky's still there.
Yep.
And I bought my first articles of clothing from there in 1975.
Wow.
And I still get it. And he's got these hats.
And it works.
And this hat, this guy named DJ Ashby, he made this kind of little clothing thing, and he's a rock and roll. He was a rock and roll guitarist, right?
It's DJ Ashba.
It's Ashba from Nikki Sixx's 6 a.m. Or, yeah, 6 a.m., right?
6 a.m.
And he gave me some of these one time,
Yeah.
and I
But
put it on.
it works.
But they don't work by themselves. You look like a pinhead if you wear it by itself. And so I thought, what if I
The
put
brim on top.
this on top of it?
Okay, well,
Well, hey,
Hey,
it's good to know that there's a method behind the madness. To be honest,
he's got a look.
that made me okay with it.
I kind of
know.
want him
Look
and
to him.
Angelina to get back together.
It is
Anybody
weird.
else thinking about that?
This guy, if you let him talk long enough, you're not upset with him about anything.
So I'm saying.
You
Billy Bob effect,
He's
man.
so charming,
Yep.
and he's not charming on the nose charming. It's just
No,
like he
he's-
keeps talking
is
like,
laid back.
I'm all right with
He
what
now
he's
is
saying.
my number 5 favorite actor.
He is a guy that we interviewed him once, and he would talk nothing about acting. He
Yeah,
was
I
there
remember
for
that.
his music.
I remember that.
He was doing whatever music thing he was doing. It was dumb.
He was at the Lincoln Theater a couple years
But,
ago.
I wanted to ask him questions about Sling Blade and some of the other great movies he's been in, and he would not answer any questions about
Not
it.
having it.
No, he's
Not
also
having
he's
it.
also kind of the guy that when he's in personal conversation, the conversation is about whatever he wants to talk about.
Right. And he's Billy Bob Thornton. I guess he's got that cachet.
I like it. New record at Netflix, guys. The What We Watched report came out that they put out. K-pop Demon Hunters broke a new record at Netflix. It is now the most watched title ever over a 6-month period. 482 million views.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Not bad.
William Shatner was eating cereal while he was driving a car the other day, and TMZ or some paparazzi got him. And
I'm more concerned that he's driving a car.
well, yeah, same.
He's in his 90s.
I'm
But
okay
also,
with that as long
he's-
as they're testing him every year.
He's 94. He was eating Raisin Bran. And I got to tell you, that was the energy that I am bringing into 2026, is having a full bowl of cereal behind
Yeah,
the wheel.
man. Raisin Bran is so good.
Hey,
It is so
I need to
good.
get back into that.
my wife just said that Billy Bob Thornton's dating Demi Moore.
Oh, really? Oh, yes.
What do you
yes,
mean?
please.
For whom?
For both.
Who are you yesing out right now?
Demi Moore's hot as hell
Is this
all
true?
her life. And Billy Bob's got a great attitude, and he's cute. So let's go.
Huh.
I'm into that.
Let's see, Demi Moore and Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob blast landman exit rumors. Okay, no, that's not
Okay.
that.
Are they dating?
Billy Bob Thornton recalls bonding with Demi Moore in the
Bonding
late 90s.
Or is this like Liam Neeson's
With-
and Pam Anderson?
Oh.
You know,
How they
promoting
bonding.
things.
Demi Moore and Billy Bob
genitals touching?
cuddle up at the Landman Season 2 premiere.
Love.
And Thornton describes Moore and Bruce Willis like family.
Love it.
Incest?
No. Taking care of
Billy
his
Bob
buddies,
Thornton gets handsy with Demi Moore. Now that doesn't
Handsy?
mean anything.
Or is he married? Billy Bob Thornton's married, somebody says.
He's married to Connie England.
Oh, never mind.
Well,
Sweet,
that
sweet
means-
Connie.
In awkward pictures as he recreates iconic pose with ex-wife Angelina Jolie.
And I love
well,
that too.
I guess Billy Bob's married.
Whoops.
Never mind.
Thanks, Meals. Brooklyn Beckham. Have you been following this drama?
Yes.
I have too. So Brooklyn Beckham, this is Victoria Beckham and David Beckham's son, their oldest child, took to Instagram to share negative feelings towards his family, labeling his parents as controlling and dishonest. He had a very emotional Instagram story and described particular uncomfortable moments during their wedding where he felt his mom, Victoria Beckham, overshadowed their wedding with their first dance,
He
highlighting
said she was dancing inappropriately.
dancing inappropriately on her son. He also claimed that he's been distancing himself from his family, and that's alleviated a long-standing anxiety that he's had. And so David Beckham did not directly address questions about it during a public appearance at some forum. But it sucked. You know, you look at their whole family and you're like, God, what's going on here? And the kid looks happy as hell with his new wife, and they're planning on having kids, and they're in their 20s. He's like cooking on Instagram all the time, but he's got all sorts of
He'll be back.
anxiety around his family.
He'll be back.
You know, when the money runs out, am
When
I
the
right?
money
No,
runs
no.
out.
When
When the
he
money runs
just
out.
understands that, like, his parents aren't perfect, even if they appear perfect
Wrong.
in the media. Like, come on, man, it's
I'm perfect.
your parents. What are you
Perfect
doing?
parent.
Well, he's saying that like his parents are using the kids and their family dynamic, and it's not true. Like they're promoting like this perfect family, and he's like, that's really not what's going on.
And no families like that.
Yeah, well, you fool. He's just being a teenager.
He's
He's
27.
in his 20s. And he's married.
Okay, and I'm not saying that, no offense,
fool.
but like we were all teenagers
He'll be
in our
back.
20s. Like, you know what I mean? Like
When the money
you're still a
runs
kid.
out.
That's what I'm saying.
Universal Orlando Resort has announced the opening of the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. It's a high-speed roller coaster set to debut next year at Universal Studios. So you can be
That's
Vin
fun.
Diesel if you want, which is cool. Rachel McAdams got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday. It was very sweet. She thanked her parents. She was very emotional about it. She also said that she loved Diane Keaton, that she took her under her wing, acted like she was her own daughter. She says, she taught me that no matter how long you've been doing this, you have to leave everything you've got on the table, and each performance you must muster up as much love as you can. And yeah, she said that Diane Keaton was exactly what we had hoped from like the movie Family Stone, those two working together, that they had a great dynamic, and that she was very loving offset as well. And finally, INXS was a great band that I love very much, and I hate that it ended with Michael Hutchence dying by suicide in 1997.
You know who's really like an INXS huge fan is Courtney.
Oh, really? I've never talked to her about it.
Yeah, I think she's a huge INXS fan. I think that's her
Courtney
band.
Landrum.
Courtney Landrum. from
That's
down the hall.
awesome. Well, INXS is awesome, and they were a singles band. They had a lot of
They
singles
did.
that came out that hit. So what do you think is a top 10 list from The Guardian of the top 10 INXS singles?
My favorite song is Devil Inside.
Devil Inside is number 5.
Oh, number 5.
Number 5. Yes.
I just like the dan, 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 dan. You know the song, Moon? No, what?
No.
What?
Great
missed it.
openers to every song, by the way.
Oh, you need to put this on the Moon Liked playlist. This is a banger.
Great song. Also, these are the full songs because I couldn't edit this morning, so thank you for dealing.
Oh, what a good song that is.
Great
Okay, what's
song.
the other one?
New Sensation.
New Sensation is number 8 on this
Really?
list. Yes.
That's pretty low. I thought that'd be like up in the top 3.
And it is the full opening.
Let me go a little farther
Yeah,
up.
give me the
Yeah.
chorus, man.
Yeah. There's so many bands ripping this now.
Your mom put this on the jukebox in her stonewashed jeans and like started moving her butt before she turned around. And your dad was like, whoa! This is playing at VFWs everywhere in the 80s.
Great song.
Oh, great song. Dude, watch some videos of them playing out at these stadiums and the whole crowd
I know.
tens of thousands of people. This, I mean, talk about dynamic front man.
I
Michael
wanted to
Hutchins.
see him
My
so
God.
bad, and I never will. There's a couple on here. Like number 10 is "Beautiful Girl." This is kind of like a more obscure song.
Yeah, I know that song.
This is number 10.
All right, number 10. Well,
You do know the song or don't?
No, I don't.
Girl.
Oh, I know the song. He almost had like a Lou Reed thing. Some of the songs. Okay.
Number 9 is "Mystify." I'll give you these kind of back of the list. Number 9.
Mystified?
"Mystify" from 1987. You've heard this one.
This is from Kick. All right, 8 was
New Sensation.
Sensation.
Number 7 was a pretty well-known one, similar to "Devil Inside." A little bit later from 1990. This is "Suicide Belongs."
Oh, yes, great song. What instrument is this?
I don't know, but I
That
love
sounds
it.
like an asthmatic kazoo. I'm gonna need you to play this before you're done with your asthma attack.
Get your finger out of that light socket. Actually, leave it in. It sounds good.
Oh, he's having an attack. Hit record.
Number 6 is "By My Side."
All by my side.
Nope. Okay.
In the dark of night,
Great song.
those small hours,
You know the name of it.
uncertain and anxious.
5?
5 we got, which was "Devil Inside." Number 4 is a great song called "Don't Change."
Oh, I don't know if I know this one.
Oh, you do know
Oh,
this
somebody
one.
wrote that to me one time
"Don't Change."
in my yearbook. This is a yearbook song. It was a high school song.
change.
Beautiful song.
See you next summer.
Don't change, man.
Yeah, have a great summer. Don't change.
Don't
Never
change.
change.
No, I don't know this one.
Oh, really?
Rafe, you know this song?
No,
This sounds like early stuff.
82.
I like it.
What happened? What happened to this guy?
He died
this
by
is-
suicide.
This is the autoerotic asphyxiation kind of.
Oh, was it
This
really?
is the original.
Confirmed.
I think there was a lot of bad press surrounding it. I think he just committed suicide.
I
Bumsky.
feel like I only know one other INXS song.
And what is that?
Need You Tonight or something
That's
like that?
number 2.
What did we get to number 3?
We did get to number 3. Number 3 was "Original Sin."
Okay. I'm trying to think what number 1 was.
Everybody knows number 1.
What did we miss? Here's number 2. This is Need You Tonight.
Carol want.
I would think that this was number
I
one.
thought this would be number 1.
I mean, the 1975 would not exist without
Right.
this song.
The Killers would not exist.
And your moves are so raw. I've got
Noodle in a little bit. Noodle in a little bit. Noodle in a little bit. Can I do a
Everybody.
solo? You can do it a little bit.
All right, I'm not going to
Good
tell you
song.
what number 1 is. I'm just going to let you play it. And you'll immediately go, "Ow!"
I wonder if I
Number
just a
one.
song I don't know I know.
Number 1 INXS song of all time, according to The Guardian, is...
This is a good song. I don't think it's their number 1.
I love...
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd.
This is Never Tear Us Apart.
This is the extended intro.
Was this a single?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is this a hit?
This is a big
yeah.
hit.
Prepare to fast forward. Fast forwarding.
Fast forwarding.
Oh, yeah.
what you know is true. Don't have to tell you. I love your precious heart.
Anyway, I just felt like listening to
Why
some
you gotta do the
INXS
chorus?
today.
I was standing
is good.
That's a good song. I don't think it's number one.
I don't think I knew that this was an NXS
Worlds
song.
collided, and they could never tear us apart.
He's American, yeah? When he's-
Australian.
Australian.
Bow.
When he sings full voice, he almost has an Elton John tone.
I think they are Australia's.
No, don't you say
No.
it.
Premier?
AC/DC is their
AC/DC.
biggest export in music.
Yeah,
Don't
probably,
be
yes.
silly.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
There's AC/DC Lane. I was just there.
It's
Ain't
all
no
it's
NXS
called
Lane.
letter bands.
But
AC/DC.
I think-
Yeah.
INXS.
If they were around a little longer, maybe they could have been.
Okay,
I don't know about that.
I'll give you that maybe.
I mean, they're so big in the pop world. I know AC/DC transcends, a lot of stuff.
We'll say it's their biggest pop export.
Okay, we'll say that.
Well, it was
Yeah, the
amazing,
Bee
and I
Gees.
wish we could all see it still. And that was INXS and your crap on.
Remember they
celebrities.
did a
Tame
reality
Impala.
show
Is it?
to find
to
the
get
new
the
lead
singer.
singer.
And then
Oh, that's
nothing.
right.
And then nothing.
They went
right?
on tour for a little bit. I think that was it.
Yeah, Michael Hutchins can't replace.
Can't replace that guy.
Well,
Bee
celebrities.
Gees.
Oh, did What You Need make the top 10?
It did not.
Wow.
I think it was like 13 or
Wow, that's a great song.
something. Top 15, but not top 10.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Boo Boo Stewart. Tuvers names? That's the telepathic werewolf Seth in the Twilight movies. Also, the son of Jafar in the Descendants movies. Is 32. Luke Grimes is 42. That's Kevin Costner's son, Case, on Yellowstone. Emma Bunton is 50.
One of the Spice Girls.
Yeah, wow. Which one?
That's Baby Spice.
You are right. Baby
I know my
Spice.
Spice Girls.
Ken Long from Lost and Inhumans and Saw is 56. Charlotte Ross from NYPD Blue is 58. Hakeem Olajuwon is 63 today. Gina Davis is 70. Robbie Benson, he is Billy Joe McAllister in 1976 cinema classic Ode to Billy Joe. Also, he did the voice in the Beast. He did voice for Beast in the Disney animated version of Beauty and the Beast. Robbie Benson is 70. Billy Ocean is 76. Jill Eikenberry from L.A. Law is 79. Placido Domingo, one of the three tenors, is 85 years old today. And guys, Jack Nicklaus is
Oh,
86 years old today.
86. Wow.
All right.
18 majors he won.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Sativa Rose. And today's birthday girl has been in 726 fine films, including Three's Not a Crowd, Badass Barrio Babes, Blazed and Confused, Brittany Rears 4, Brittany Goes Gonzo, Chicks and Salsa, Fashionably Laid, The House of Ass 7, Pimped by an Angel, The Raunchy Ranch, The Whole Enchilada, and Who Could Forget a Role in 2006's First Class Ass.
Pimped
Sativa
by an
Rose.
angel.
Sativa
Oh,
Rose
my gosh.
is 42 years old. It's your porno birthday. Those are crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, and we will play, for the first time this year, Rizz Show Password.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. 2026 version. So we will spin the great wheel, and we'll see who on the Rizz Show is going to play. We'll get two people on the phone. Rafe will administer the passwords. Mm-hmm. And we will have to give one-word clues to our respective teammates.
That's right.
And whoever guesses the password first will win their choice of prizes. Mardi Gras tickets, Rob Zombie Marilyn Manson tickets, Five-Finger Death Punch tickets, Filter Finger 11 tickets. What are the rules of the game, Rafe?
Rules of the game are this. There will be no proper nouns. For instance, it'll be one word. There will be no conjunctive words. They will not be a proper noun like Elvis. Now, you may get musician, and Elvis would be a great clue, but there won't be any proper nouns like people's names, so it'll be just a word from the English language. You're allowed to give one-word clues. You cannot use any form of if you guess a word and it's close, for instance, if the word was pharmacist and you said pharmacy, I will say form of. You get one more chance to correct your answer, which
In that
means
term, yes.
a form of the word has appeared. If you say pharmacist and I say form of and you say cupcake, you are an idiot. And that happened. So
It happens,
that
yeah.
is an actual thing that happened. So just listen closely, listen to the clues that come before, and we'll see how much yelling will happen today.
All right, 2 out of 3. So it's best of 3.
Okay.
All right, if you want to play, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833, Rizz Show Password, next.
Yes.
All right, we are playing for the first time in 2026, Rizz Show Password. All right. So we've got the Great Wheel up, and we've got Party Zone at Mardi Gras tickets to give away, featuring a headlining set from DJ Paulie D.
Yeah, Paulie.
Paulie D, Saturday, February 17th. I'm sorry, not February 17th, February 14th.
Valentine's
Day. Down at Soulard. Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, co-headlining a show September 9th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets for that. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Five Finger Death Punch. We've got tickets to go see them at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on August 21st, and tickets to go see Filter with Finger 11 with special guest Local H, March 13th at the Family Arena. All right, let's go to the phones, and we've got Hurricane Chris. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, guys. Energy up.
All right, energy up, my friend. Let's spin the wheel and see who your teammate's going to be. It's going to be Hurricane Chris, and it's going to be King Scott.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Chris and King. All right, let's go to Adam. Hello, Adam.
Howdy.
All right, Adam, your teammate is the one and only, your hero, me.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Game one.
All right, so it is Hurricane Chris and King Scott versus Adam and me. All right,
Okay.
game one.
Quickly recap. This is how the game works. Chris and King, you will go first because King was chosen first. The winner after that of each round can choose to play or pass. Listen closely to the clues that come before. Pay attention. Look for a theme. Don't get lost in the sauce. And with that being said, I'll administer the first password. Remember, if I say form of, that means there is a form of the word. For instance, if the word was pharmacist and you said pharmacy, I would say form of. You get a second chance. Otherwise, the next player can steal. That being said, I've administered the first password.
Did you see the word?
No.
King
I wanna
and
guess what-
Chris, please give your clue.
Okay, let's see here. All righty. Odd.
Odd. O-D-D, odd.
Weird.
Weird? No. Okay. God, I'm gonna try not to use the word here. It's in my head. I gotta not use the word in describing what the word is.
Yes.
Just a word. Just a hint there, Rizz.
Yeah.
He said
Get
odd.
easy. He said odd.
I'm saying. Oh God. Is this okay? I'm.
Show me.
Is this two words or one word?
I can't. That's two.
It's two word.
Yes.
Okay. Mixed.
Mixed. M-I-X-E-D.
Different.
Yes. Good guesses so far. King Scott. We're on to clue number 3. If we get to 5, I will recap the clues.
Okay.
Otherwise, pay attention.
All right, here we go, Hurricane. Awkward.
Awkward.
Unique.
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 No.
Yeah.
These are all good guesses, though.
What was his? What word did he use?
Awkward.
Supposed to pay attention.
Yeah. You're doing.
I'm
can't
sorry.
repeat, right?
I'm
the thing that you yell at people
I got
for.
a text message from a
Oh.
person.
Oh.
What?
You got my text?
All right. Different.
Different, which was someone's guess earlier.
Oh, shoot.
You're really crushing it today, buddy.
I love it.
Your clue is different, Adam. I'm going to need a
Oh,
guess.
man, I did. You know what? It was in my
We
head.
didn't give you much, but you're going to have to guess something in 5.
My apologies.
I think I know what the
I'm
word
a mess.
is.
Strange.
Dang, that was my guess too.
Strange.
I don't even know what the word is, but I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Here, let me.
All right, King Scott, the 5th clue
Yes.
and the 5th guess. And if we don't get that, I will recap all of the clues and guesses,
Let's see here.
and Rizz will have a chance.
Word.
Let's go with irregular.
Irregular. Irregular. IRR.
Original.
What'd you say?
Original.
Original.
Oh, no. Now I will do a recap. We have gotten through them all. Clues were odd, mixed, awkward, different, irregular. Odd, mixed, awkward, different, irregular. The guesses so far have been weird, different, unique, strange, and original. But the clues, listen closely. Odd, mixed, awkward, different, irregular, Rizz. Give the sixth and hopefully final clue.
Alternative.
Alternative.
This is a tough one.
Man,
Is there an unlock word that you think you got?
I think so, but it could also send it off the rails. But I think there is one. Alternative. Adam.
I have one guess.
I am at a loss there.
At a loss. King Scott.
Okay.
Nope.
Ah! E- King
Lottery.
Lottery. Good clue.
Okay.
Think of all the clues before.
Man, this is a tough one. I'm going
This
to
is a
say,
tough one.
no, it's not right, but proprietary.
Proprietary.
Oh, God.
That's a
We only do
show-
words that we can spell.
What kind of show do you think you're on?
proprietary.
I'm going to say
I mean,
cornucopia.
it's like one of a kind. I don't know.
No, it was a
proprietary.
brilliant guess. It's just too smart for this show.
Yes.
No, okay.
Adam, other.
Other.
Random.
Oh, he got it!
Sandwich. I did not expect that.
Wow.
Random.
Holy smokes.
I honestly was ready to move on to a new word. Way to go.
Random.
man. Good
Random
job.
was the word.
That
Oh,
is
my God.
crazy.
go.
That's why I said awkward.
Yeah, it was good. The awkward clue was very good.
Thank God.
Random.
I was getting
Random.
heart palpitations.
I thought
Good guess.
That was tough.
it was
Good
maybe
job.
textbook would unlock it.
I actually picked it up off a lottery.
Oh, nice. Thank you,
Very
Scott.
good.
You're
All
welcome.
right, next
All
word.
right.
Love giving those away.
That is a great
All
guess.
right, next word being administered as we speak to the boys. Got it?
Okay.
Now, I believe Adam won that, correct?
Correct.
So, Adam and Rizz, you have the chance to play or pass. Scott Rizzuto, what say you?
I'm going to play.
Gonna play. First clue, Adam, coming at you.
Pleasantry.
Pleasantry. Pleasantry, Adam.
Nicety.
Nicety.
Good guess. King Scott.
Okay. Greeting.
Greeting.
Welcome.
Adam, firm.
Great guess. I think. I don't know what this is.
Firm.
Firm, Adam. Firm. F-I-R-M. Firm.
Handshake?
Yeah. Outstanding, Adam. Nice.
Wow, Adam was on it.
All
Sorry,
right,
Hurricane.
sorry, Chris. Adam, what do you
Chris.
want?
5-finger death punch.
Five-finger death punch. You are going, my friend. Hang on 1 second.
Yo, pleasantry and greeting, welcome was such a good guess. Dang, I mean, that's so good.
Well, that's why I was going. That's why I wanted to go first.
And when you pulled firm on the three, it all lined up.
I wanted to
exactly
go
how you wanted.
first because I knew it wasn't gonna be a one word.
No.
Yeah.
It would build on it.
Great.
Did it.
Great job, dude. This is
All
a-
right, let's
jeez.
go to so Learn and Moon are gonna play now.
Oh. Okay.
Melissa, hello, Melissa.
Happy birthday,
All right,
Rizz.
so
You get through every day.
do you want Learn or Moon?
Moon,
All
let's
right.
go. Energy up.
Energy
All right,
up is
Austin.
right.
Hello.
All right, you got Learn as a teammate. Let's go.
Shoot, that means we
Hi,
go
Austin.
first. We go
Nice to
first.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, Melissa, we're gonna have to be brilliant here.
Melissa and Moon, you were chosen first, so you will go first. And it's Austin
Yeah.
and Learn. All right. First word. A lot of more cameras in here than there used to be.
Okay.
I'm doing my best not to
Pull that
show
window
these.
up, close it.
Yeah,
Got
close that window. Here we go.
Here we go, Moon.
Oh my gosh.
First word coming at you, Melissa.
Man. Man, I'm gonna say werewolf.
Werewolf.
Lichen?
What'd you say, lichen?
Lichen is the actual
It's a
name
great
of a
guess.
werewolf.
Why would Rafe ever have that as a password?
He's a Wiccan, pretty
Hey,
much now. We've been friends for 3 years. He's a witch now. So
Melissa, why would Rafe ever have that as a word?
Sometimes I like
I don't know. Hey, he likes to switch it up.
Don't let him throw you. Don't let him throw you.
Austin,
Focus.
Austin.
That
focused.
actually does sound a lot like me.
Lichen, I would go, what? Scott, do you know what a lichen is? We have no idea.
Everybody
right.
calm down.
All right,
Learn.
settle down.
You need to get
Austin.
out.
Hey, 3 and 5 questions.
Okay,
right.
Melissa, calm down.
Calm down.
You're hijacking the show. Austin. Glow.
Glow.
Firework.
Okay.
Nighttime.
Nighttime.
Moon,
Rafe?
Form of.
full moon,
No.
That's
two words.
Okay.
That's 2 words.
Now remember, Austin, everything you've heard. Sky.
Sky.
Moonlight.
Yes! Way to go, pal. I'm so proud of you.
Moonlight was the word.
Way to listen.
That was good, buddy.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done.
Austin, up 1-0. Next word.
Up 1-0. Next word.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I'm doing my best to avoid all these 35 cameras we have in here now.
Okay. It's okay. I just shut down the chat because they're cheating.
Okay.
Once
Next
again.
word.
Okay, do we go first?
Yeah. Austin and Learn.
We are going to pass.
Pass to Moon and Melissa.
Okay. I will say scientific.
Scientific. Scientific?
scientific,
Good inflection.
periodic table. I don't know.
Words.
All right, one
Melissa.
word.
They're only
One
one word
word.
answer. One word answers.
One word.
Okay.
Periodic was a good guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Austin. Test.
Test.
Research.
All right. Good guess.
Oh shoot. Let me think. Let's say. Yeah, man.
What will it be?
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna stay on this. Science.
Science.
Formula,
Good guess.
All right. Austin. Hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
Study.
Okay. Rizz is bouncing like a buoy.
Oh
Think
man.
you know it?
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Well, you saw it." didn't you?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I know it. I
Yeah,
thought you
it
didn't look.
was that last guess.
Do you think there's an unlock word?
I think it was said.
I do too.
Okay. Lab or laboratory.
Lab or laboratory, which is two things, but we'll give you laboratory.
I don't know why it would be this, but scientist.
No, I can't say the form of the word in the.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Austin.
Hold on
Austin?
a second. That was the fifth guess, so I'm going to go ahead and recap for fairness. Your clues so far have been scientific, test, science, hypothesis, laboratory. And the guesses have been periodic, research, formula, study, scientist. Again, the clues, scientific test, hypothesis, laboratory, and science. There you go.
All right, here we
Sixth
go.
clue coming at you.
Austin. Variable.
Variable.
Pass.
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 Okay.
Way to fight for the win.
Examination.
Man.
Examination.
Examine.
Oh, man.
Past examination.
Oh.
Oh,
Texter's got it.
Research.
I already guessed that.
All right, Austin. Yes, Austin. Control.
Control.
Environment.
Environment. No.
God. Analysis.
Oh!
You're just excited about every word.
You are making us feel good. You're making us feel like you're proud of us. But
I'm very proud of you guys. These are great
Analysis.
These are great clues, by the way.
Scientific analysis.
yeah,
Hypothesis, variable.
it's all connected.
Gonna need a guess in 5 seconds. 4,
I know.
3, 2, 1.
All right, Austin. Beaker.
Beaker.
Oh, wonderful word.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Lab equipment.
All right, real quick, we've hit 10. I'm going to do a 10 recap.
Wow. Guys.
Scientific.
Hey, wait, Rafe. Austin and Melissa, listen closely. Let's go.
Clues so far: scientific, test, science, hypothesis, laboratory, variable, examination, control, analysis, beaker. Scientific, test, science, hypothesis, laboratory, variable, examination, control, analysis, beaker, moon. For the love of God, give the 11th clue.
Melissa, do you think you know it or no? You need another clue.
You need another clue.
Yeah, give me another clue.
Okay,
But
let's go. Let's go.
Conduct. Mom, stay out of this.
Electricity?
No.
Wow. Can't believe this word got us here.
Failed.
Great.
Thank you.
Failed.
Theory.
Theory.
No. Okay.
You're
This
holding
is
it
the
together
last
pretty well
round, by the
over
way.
there.
I don't care what happens.
Okay.
This is the end. This is
This is
end.
the
This is the end
end.
of the game.
Password is no more.
Password.
Password is no more.
Oh, we tried.
Okay.
Method.
Method.
Well, you already said scientific, so scientific method.
You got it.
If you put them together, what do you get? If you put them
Scientific
together.
method?
No. It's 2 words, Melissa.
Melissa, damn it.
No, and I can't say though. Those are
Hey,
those are the clues.
Method?
No.
that was my
The
clue.
word.
You can't guess my clue.
learn. Final clue.
No. No, we gotta go. We're taking this to the end.
Yes.
Okay.
Learn. To the bitter end.
I got one.
Hang on. I have to really think about this. Guess.
Yes.
Experiment.
Oh my God! Experiment is the word. Melissa,
This has gone on for so long.
Thank the
Somebody
Lord.
had to
It
have
was
texted you,
experiment.
right?
Oh,
Thank the
Austin.
Lord above.
Thank you. Oh, thank God.
I was even trying.
My brain can't handle more.
The first
Yeah.
2 clues were scientific test, a.k.a. an experiment.
That's why I was like, oh, science.
Yeah, I
Come
thought
back to it.
honestly, I thought test was
It's perfect.
a dunk.
Yeah. I was going to say data.
Trial would have been a good one.
Is
yeah.
fooling around one word?
No.
Okay.
Austin did win,
Yes, he won the entire thing.
so he won, and he won the
Congrats,
first round, so
Yes,
he did
so
win.
we're-
Good try,
And we
Melissa.
win tickets.
Wow.
Congratulations,
He won
Austin.
tickets. All right. Thank you.
Holy hell.
Yeah, that was
We're good. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. All right. Without further ado, let's talk to our buddy Chris Kerber. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Rizz. How are you?
How's the voice? The voice all right?
Much better. Sorry about last week, but it almost didn't make it through last week.
Well, you sound, I'm going to say, a little under the weather still. You okay?
No, now I'm good. That could be the connection part, but I'm feeling good.
Oh,
everything's good.
You up in Canada still?
No, we landed in Dallas at about 2 a.m. last night, and got through customs, got to the hotel about 3. So we are in Dallas, which is good because Winnipeg was freaking cold.
Well, and you got a couple days off, so you guys don't play Dallas until Friday. So you
Right.
know, Wednesday, Thursday. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Chris?
I'm. You know what? I got a buddy down here. We're going to go over to their new house and have some dinner tonight. Looking forward to that. The players, they've got the famous rookie dinner tonight, I believe. So for those that don't know, there's about once a year, long-standing tradition in hockey. They go out to a crazy, probably a crazy expensive dinner, and then all the rookies on the team split the bill on it.
Oh,
So,
it is probably, and you're in Dallas, so you're in steak country. So I'm sure it's a very expensive steak dinner.
Yeah, so you know what? I don't know the restaurant they're going to, but yeah, I would expect it to be some steak, wine, and a whole lot of fun. It's one of the great traditions that kind of welcomes the rookies into the NHL.
There's a Hooters over by the House of Blues. Real nice staff, real nice people.
Yeah, I've heard of that one, and I don't know that they'll be going there, but yeah, that one still does exist.
Okay, yeah, local joint.
Oh, that's still around the Hooters. Hooters in Dallas.
Yeah,
by the Hard Rock.
local spot.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is, I mean, and now because I gotta think, you know, sometimes the question is how many rookies do you have, right? So, you know, to me this year it'd be Jimmy Snuggerud. Dalibor Dvorsky, and I don't know if Stenberg's been up here long enough to participate, but there's at least 3, you know, so that's the good news. There have been a couple of times that, you know, there's only been like one rookie, and it's kind of, you know, on the one player and stuff. So no, but you know, sometimes a veteran kind of steps up and says, "Okay, you cover this part, and we got the rest." Kind of
I'm making league minimum, man.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think you need the ribeye. You don't need the cowboy ribeye.
Listen, David Perron's rookie year, okay? David Perron's rookie year, it was in Montreal. And they ended up, I mean, it's a kind of a pretty famous story. The bill ended up, somewhere in that, man, $30,000 to $40,000 range.
Oh my God, $30,000 to $40,000 for.
Yeah, but listen to this. They ended up in a restaurant that supposedly was mobbed up, or they ended up in a restaurant where they got absolutely hosed, and word got out about this. Now that weekend, we had a couple of days off in Montreal. I had rented a car, and I drove down to Lake George, New York, to meet my wife and girls for a couple of days. So when I came back across the border, this woman, she had to be about 7 years old. And she said, wait, you just left 2 days ago. I said, yeah, I'm just coming back in for the hockey game tonight. And she said, oh, I hear your boys had one heck of a good time at a restaurant. It ended up making the paper. Like, it ended up being such one of those kind of dinners that even the Border Patrol lady at about 70 years old knew that it was a crazy night.
Bill. So it was a mobbed up steak joint?
Yeah, it was a steak joint where somehow they got pretty hosed, and it was like, oh, here's the bill no matter what, so deal with it kind of thing.
Well, you know who the crime family up there is, right?
I don't.
The Rizzuto crime family.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No relation.
That would have been a good story to know about 15 years ago.
No relation, wink, wink.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, so Chris, it's been a chilly week for the team up in Canada, dropping games to the Oilers, to the Jets. And it feels like every time this team gets a little momentum, they hit the speed bump. So for the casual fans, you know, looking at scores, 5-0 in Edmonton, 3-1 last night in Winnipeg, it looks like a rough stretch. You travel with the team. How is the frustration level in the locker room right now? Is it anger, or is it just trying to keep their heads above water with all these injuries?
One, I think it's trying to keep your head above water. You know, I don't think that it's anger. See, to me, there's 2 different kinds of losses. There's the kind of loss you had against Edmonton where, you know, the all-around battle level, compete level just wasn't quite at the same level that it needed to be. And then, you know, I thought it was a much better game. I mean, I thought 5-on-5 last night, the Blues actually were the better team, and they were when it came to scoring chances and that kind of stuff. It's just special teams bit them. And I think there's frustration, but it's not like it's bubbling over and, you know, guys are throwing things in the locker room, that kind of thing, Rizz. It's just one of those years where you're right. Every single time they seem to try to get some momentum, it comes back to get them. Like on home ice, they've gotten things turned around. They're over 500 by 3 games on home ice. But here, since they had that great road win down in Florida before Christmas against the Panthers, then they lost to Tampa. Well, they've lost 7 straight road games, counting that one to Tampa before Christmas, and that's kind of what has them falling in the standings is their road play, and they just haven't had an answer for it.
All right, so this team has been riddled with injuries. So we got Robert Thomas out, and I got to ask about Oscar Sundqvist. So I don't know if you guys saw what happened. He got a skate. Yeah. He took a skate cut to the leg. Okay. And you want to talk about...
Those are scary, dude.
I was about to say, you want to talk about a scary injury. Through every level of hockey, from youth hockey to even the pros, taking a skate cut to any part of your body is just a terrifying thing to see in hockey.
How's it happen on a lake?
I mean, you're not there. I mean, you got pads on, but there's areas where you're exposed.
Oh, awful.
So what do you know about this injury? How's he doing?
Well, first off, he's doing well. Saw him after the game. So he falls down just inside the blue line, and Connor McDavid was trying to go around him and kind of tried to jump over him as he fell. And so you could imagine Connor McDavid. So the skate came down just kind of near his ankle. Now, to Moon's question, well, where does that happen? There are certain parts like behind the knee, the back of the leg, the thigh. There are places that do not have padding and stuff on it, right? So kind of where the back of the heel, and underneath the shin pad, every now and then it does happen, and it can happen. Now, he was wearing cut-resistant socks. So what is that real quick here? So there's the material that the socks are made out of, and it's up to each individual player what they want to wear. There's different levels of cut resistance, and the more, the higher resistant, the more less comfortable these things are to wear. Okay, but he told me that wearing those socks probably saved him. They're not cut-proof, but cut-resistant means, maybe the skate slid down a little bit, hit a different spot. In the end, I mean, he got lucky. He kind of got up to the one leg. He looked down, reached his hand in because he felt something.
Ooh, man.
He pulled his hand out, and there was blood all over his hand. You could see him almost go into shock, and he said, but it didn't help that, Parayko and Walker were right there and saw that, and then those two freaked out. So Ray Borelli got on the ice in a hurry. They rushed him to the other side of the ice. They took him down the Edmonton Oilers locker room, runway to the Edmonton doctor that was right there. But in the end, he said no tendons, no muscles were cut. Probably a combined 14 to 16 stitches, I think it was, but both below the skin and above. And the good news is it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
so,
that all happened with cut resistant. Dude, that's insane. I imagine they're made out of similar stuff
like
to
Kevlar,
to what we have our kids wear. The neck guards.
Well, and that's not my
yes.
son.
Okay, so it is a lot like that. Now, by the way, the neck guards are mandatory in the American League, and starting next year, those that hadn't played a game in the NHL are going to have to wear one in the neck guards in the NHL.
Get out of here. So rookies coming in the NHL are going to have neck guards on?
Next year, rookies coming into the NHL are going to have to wear neck guards.
Into the undershirts now. I mean, the technology is...
Oh, I guess I don't even notice them.
Yeah, you could have the kind of strap-on ones, or they're built into your undershirt to go up in your neck.
I just don't understand why.
TJ Oshie has a company, and there's several others, obviously, that are making these things. Like sometimes, the long sleeve shirts.
Yeah.
His War Road, I think, is what he calls it.
I just don't understand how you could watch that video from that goalie in the 90s and not be like, "Oh, can I have one of those?"
I tell you what, it's a rule for
so that was Clint Malarchuk, and that messed him up. He dealt with issues, kind of mental health issues for the majority part of his life because of that. And that happened against the St. Louis Blues in Buffalo. They said at that time, and fans, you can watch it on YouTube. I don't suggest going to it, but it happened on the end of the ice where the Zamboni came out, and the doctors were right there. They said if it had happened on the other end of the ice, he might not have lived.
Yeah, they also said that he got, for some reason, just like a divine... When he reached for his throat, he just happened to hit right where that artery was, so he could kind of slow it and block it down. But I mean, goodness, bro.
Yeah, there's some kids that go on the ice, and I see they don't have neck guards on, and I can't believe it.
I thought that was illegal. I thought you had to.
It is. No, the ref will stop a game if they see a kid.
Good. I think that should be.
But sometimes they'll get around it. Sometimes the kid will get away with a couple shifts without a neck guard on before the ref notices. I notice it right away.
Well, and you know what? In youth hockey, those kind of things are really important in youth hockey, just because. You know, with the age and experience levels being different, athletic abilities being different, it's nobody's fault. But just sometimes the control of the body isn't there. So if you know where you tend to see some of these happen to guys is along the wrist, and I saw that happen.
My son got his cut between the glove and his elbow pad.
Oh my goodness!
It was a check. It was a check. It was a check into the wall, and a kid went feet up, and his skate.
Ew.
Got my son in the arm.
Ew.
And he had to get a couple stitches off that.
Wow.
It's scary, especially
we had a kid. We had a kid when I was in the minors. His name was Eric Belanger. He was our top forward, and they went down and he got stepped on. I mean, and it sliced the artery in his wrist because he was wearing really short gloves, didn't have any protection there, and I mean he had to get up and I mean that was a 3-hour surgery that happened after that, and he ended up being okay, but. Yeah, it is one of the reminders, you know, this physical game you're playing on skates. These things are sharp and it's dangerous. And but literally, I saw Oscar Sundqvist walking into the hotel, you know, hour after the game, and he said, "I got lucky. You know, the skate resistant socks probably helped me, or the cut resistant sock probably helped me a lot, and it wasn't near as bad as it possibly could have been."
All right, so, Chris, there's a lot of noise, and we talk about this every week. There's a lot of noise online right now, specifically rumors about Robert Thomas going to the Philadelphia Flyers. For a long time, fans viewed Thomas as, you know, a cornerstone of this team, an untouchable player. Is the organization actually at a point where they might listen to offers for a star like him?
Yeah, I do believe they are. Now, you know, how serious is something like that? I mean, I don't put a ton of stock in those rumors. I hadn't seen that one yet, so, you know, that'll tell you.
That's a new one.
You know, kind of where those rumors are. But and here's why, Rizz, you know, so obviously, you know, the expectations were higher than what we've seen for this team this year. I mean, as it sits right now, the Blues would have the second overall pick in the draft if they didn't win the draft lottery. So, I mean, I can make the case where that could be a really good thing for the Blues. But at the same time, I think they're looking at it. There's going to obviously be a GM change with Alexander Steen stepping in, but Doug Armstrong's still going to be president of hockey operations. So, you know, that influence, that impact will be here. But I think, you know, what they're doing and what the Blues have to do, in fairness, is you listen to any phone call that comes in on anybody. Now, there's still probably a handful, maybe, you know, 4-5 players, I would think, that you would consider the quote-unquote untouchables. But, yeah, I think, you know, depending on what a return could be and depending on what it looks like, you're at least taking some phone calls. Now, you know, how serious it is, well, you know, I don't dig into those rumors and deal with that kind of stuff. So I couldn't tell you whether that's legit or not legit, or, yeah, this has happened with that team, or, yeah, this discussion's happened with that team. And I know Doug Armstrong absolutely locks that stuff down, too. So if it is, it certainly isn't coming from his office. But yeah, look, I think they're at the point where you've got to look and say, okay, you know, we know what we have from a talent standpoint coming in. What are ways to really help the team? Now, here's what I do believe. I don't believe that trading a player just to get a couple draft picks, obviously, depending on the player, is what helps you out. Like, to me, hockey trades are what move you forward in certain areas. And hockey trade, what are we calling a hockey trade? We're calling that, you know, player for player, like when they traded Eric Johnson to Colorado for Kevin Shattenkirk and Chris Stewart. You know, that kind of thing is a hockey trade, where maybe a Tage Thompson goes one way, but a Ryan O'Reilly comes back to the Blues, or something along those kind of lines. So those are the kind of things that I've got to think you're looking for if you're the St. Louis Blues. Now, the other thing is this. You've got the Olympic break coming up. There's a roster freeze during the Olympic break. Teams have to carry a certain the cap hit through the Olympic break for the players. So to me, if a player you're going to see maybe some deals coming up before that freeze that involve players that are going to play in the Olympics, right? Because I don't think a team wants to take the chance of one of those players getting hurt while over in the Olympics and not being able to move them later. And then I think more of the ones that are not on Olympic teams probably closer to the deadline, which is a week after play resumes at the end of February.
Hey, if you were wondering, or if you're ever really wondering where those rumors start, it's almost guaranteed Scott Rizzuto. Scott Rizzuto.
I read it somewhere.
He's the one that starts those rumors. We also started Kaka, so we're responsible for a lot around here.
for the Battlehawks.
I didn't object. I was giving you credit.
That's ours.
The rumors start here.
That's ours.
Curbs.
Chris invented toasted ravioli.
I did as well. All right, Chris, the road trip wraps up Friday night in Dallas against the Stars. Dallas always a tough opponent. So hopefully we can steal a win and come home happy. And then we got Rizz Show night at the Blues game next Thursday, a week from tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome. Yeah, that is coming up. So it'll be great to have you guys at the rink. Team will come home, so it's Saturday against LA, and then 2 more home games next week. So a chance to see the team before the 2.5 Olympic break kind of kicks in there, and guys like Parayko and Bennington then go play. And Dvorsky's going to play for Team Slovakia, and Broberg's going to play for Team Sweden. So the Olympic break will be an awesome watch for Blues fans.
I just read
get on out to the arena and see these guys before that.
A kid from CBC is playing for the Italian team.
Yeah, Nick Saraceno.
Yeah.
Nick Saraceno.
Yeah.
Little Nicky Saraceno,
Oh, Nicky Saraceno.
Pretty cool.
Playing for the Italians. All right, Chris, hey, have a great rest of your road trip. We'll see you next week.
Okay, guys, have an awesome week. Cheers, everybody.
There he is, the great Chris Kerber, everybody. Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah, we gonna do some news.
All right, so Americans and airlines have something in common. We'd both like to cut back on some excess baggage in 2026. Mm-hmm. So there is a new report that says weight loss drugs could save airlines $580 million annually in fuel costs.
Nice.
Holy
Yeah, because we weigh less.
But
We weigh less.
Let me bring on some more bags.
Assuming the drugs, work to lighten up passengers. So a new analysis says drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy could result in a society that is 10% slimmer.
Holy smokes. I did notice something. I never thought that I would notice the weight on a plane. But I haven't been on a plane that hasn't been totally packed full of people until this last weekend. I forget which flight it was, but it was like maybe 30% full. And, dude, I swear that plane just went whoop. And we took off.
You felt it being lighter?
It felt different. I know that sounds so stupid. I even felt stupid thinking it in the moment. I was like, damn, we're in the sky fast. Damn.
Get out of here.
I'm telling you, man. I felt
something to it.
I felt like I was in an electric plane. It's shoop.
Well,
we were
listen,
up there.
So Wegovy and Ozempic, we could see a society that's 10% slimmer. And if that happens, total passenger weight across flights would fall about 2%. And that reduction would roughly translate into about 1.5% fuel savings for airlines. Now, of course,
I felt the difference.
$580 million saved. Of course, the airlines are going to pass that savings to us.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Everything's going to be significantly cheaper.
We're going to get more room. Oh, this is great news.
We had a 30.
Great news, right?
We are getting more room.
In fact, I believe
But we're doing
American Airlines will be cutting everybody a check.
Are you
So
really?
if you've flown in the past 10 years, they'll cut you a check.
Oh,
A
that is
rebate for
great
how much?
news.
For $1,000.
A lot of money.
Wow.
Dude, we had a
Of course,
30.
that's not happening.
We had a $3,500 overage fee this weekend, and then they lost Mike's base anyway.
Right.
$3,500 to fly with some of our gear.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I mean,
Would it be simpler to just ship it?
sometimes that's what it used to cost us, like to go overseas for per flight, but not these domestic things. Like the prices are crazy.
Listen, with all that cash, you'd think airlines could maybe lighten planes by cutting out a couple rows and not packing everybody in like sardines. But seriously, Frank, if you could drop 15 pounds by the time I fly out for my my 20-year
Oh, yes.
anniversary, we'll call it a honeymoon.
Romantic trip.
You
coming
cut
up.
15 pounds by April. That'd be very nice of you.
Are you going to cut yourself some pounds off for that vacation, or what are you thinking?
I'm going to add pounds.
No,
Smart.
Put weight on.
that's good.
Bulking up.
Imagine the outrage.
Your money's worth.
Imagine the outrage if like Ground Round back in the 80s, if you paid your weight.
Oh, yeah. Right on. What an incentive.
Hi, I'm American Airlines, and if you save me money, I'll save you money.
That's
Oh, so you got to put in your LBs when you buy your ticket?
I weigh 130, so I should only have to pay
Can you imagine
$50.
when you get to the ticket counter? Like if you put your weight, so when you bought your ticket, and they have to not only weigh your luggage, but weigh you.
Oh, yeah, you got to stand
to
on
verify.
I mean, I'm kind of into it.
I'm into it too.
Can it be one of those biometric screeners so you can find out like your BMI that day and like how your heart's
We're not
doing?
grabbing the things.
Oh yes, we are. In my fantasy,
you just get
we
on the
are.
scale.
In
It's
fact,
just a number.
In my fantasy, we go through it all. You got a fever right now, you can't board.
Instead
you
of-
have COVID, get the hell out of here.
Instead of 165 LBS, it'd just be $165 when you step on there.
It's dynamic pricing. So the more you weigh, the more you pay.
Honestly, that last little bit of incentive, that would help me lose some pounds.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be like, crap, I got to fly.
Well, I'll have eating disorders. It'll be great.
We gotta spend more money on fuel because of you, fatty. So you're paying a little more.
Does he get a better seat or she get a better
No.
seat?
Well, that's interesting, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Only
you
tiny
are a
people in
larger
first class.
person, you get to be in the emergency row, or if you're a tall person, you have the more legroom row.
You're saying that because you're tiny. You'd be up in first class.
I wanna
We all
be in
be
the
in the
back.
back going, damn,
Listen to
Leonard's
me.
all the way up there again.
I just put me in the back. I don't want to be in first class. I just want to be in the back. I want to be able to look at everybody. I want to be by the bathroom.
I'm sorry, you're in the rotund section.
Rotund. I see what you did
Please head to the back of the plane. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's going to go.
I'm just saying, airline prices are out of control. Out of control.
We need a change.
Yeah. And change starts here.
No idea is a bad idea.
We are
I'm gonna
all
strap your
precious
fat
cargo.
ass to a pallet and put you on the cargo plane.
Fine.
You don't even get the fly commercial.
You'll be flying UPS today.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll be flying on the UPS plane.
Oh man, like the FedEx plane in Castaway. No thanks.
Yeah.
You're going with the cargo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if
Remember-
you drive, you're going with the cargo.
Maybe it's just total weight. Maybe it's you and your bags. You know? Maybe that's it.
Oh, but then you know what?
No,
then we're gonna have
because it's 50
arguments.
No,
Because I got to pack a bag. Okay, and I'm gonna stuff that thing.
no, 50 pounds. You get 50 pounds for your luggage.
And
Maybe.
150 pounds for your person.
I don't know
Well,
how much my
and then
luggage costs.
and then $1
Wait.
First 150 pounds is free.
And then
Okay,
15
so I
bucks a
am
pound.
free.
No, I mean not free, but you just a regular cost of ticket.
Yeah, yeah.
But anything over 150 pounds,
Yeah.
you need to pay a little more.
Per poundage?
I don't know what
A per
the deal is.
poundage.
We're workshopping this. We're spitballing here.
Well, you can have a lot of people taking their vacations with young kids. We gotta get these vacations in. We gotta get these experiences in before this kid weighs 100 pounds.
Before puberty hits, and then they're 100-something pounds.
Right.
Get them all. They're 70 pounds.
I think we're solving the world's problems here. Spitballing.
Yeah, I got to lose 50 pounds. That's the takeaway.
And this would help it, though, wouldn't it?
I don't need to lose 50, but I would like to lose 10.
50 pounds.
It's hard, man. You turn 40, you get perimenopause, and all of a sudden everything's ballooning out. It's a freaking nightmare.
Remember the old advice to never pay sticker price?
Yeah.
Never pay sticker price, especially on big things like cars. Well, it looks like nobody is listening to that anymore because the art of the deal is dying out in America.
Damn straight.
We don't haggle anymore.
No.
We do not haggle.
In fact, the only place I've ever haggled was Mexico. You go down there, you shop at all those cool, like, outdoor shops.
Always you haggle.
You haggle. That was like the American way. You go down there and you haggle. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like 20 years old and like, I'll give you 20 or whatever. And they're like, okay. I'm like, this is amazing.
I had this conversation with my mom yesterday because she's never handled a single dollar of their finances, and now that my dad's gone, she's got this, shall we say, mountain of responsibility that she feels, right? And I'm trying to help her, and we went through everything. I just said, Mom, next time you pull out the checkbook, close it and say, wait a second, do I need to pay this? Because half of the stuff she's just throwing money at, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you gotta. It's like, well, yeah, okay, but I'm talking about a lot of other things. Like, Mom, you gotta haggle, and some of these things aren't even expenses that you need to incur.
Well, what's crazy? So there was a study done at Indiana University's Kelley School of Business. They found something really surprising. In 5 different studies, 95% of adults passed up the chance to negotiate prices. So in a spot where you should be negotiating or you could negotiate, 95%. Have not done it.
Wow.
And listen, we aren't just talking about a gallon of milk here. People aren't even haggling on your traditional bargaining items like cars anymore. It turns out we only think it's worth the effort if the potential payoff is huge, which I would think a car is. But here are the reasons why we stopped trying. There's 4 reasons. Number 1 is the internet. We're used to online shopping where prices are fixed.
Yep.
Number 2, we live our lives through screens, so we're less comfortable with face-to-face confrontation.
Yeah, the nice thing is, though, that the people that you're haggling with, they're less comfortable, too. So that's your advantage.
Well, number 3 was we know that most of the floor staff don't actually have the power to give a deal anyway.
Well, I'm not trying to haggle for some pants at Marshall's, but...
And number 4 is we're impatient. We value speed over savings. We just want to buy the thing and get the hell out of there.
And we say...
Respect for that.
You pay for the convenience.
Yep.
Yeah, you do. But the art of the haggle.
I've haggled twice this week.
It feels good.
I got $100 off of a lamp, and I got $100, and I said, and he goes, well, with tax it'll be this, and I go, what if I pay cash?
Boom. That's the easiest haggling.
Yeah,
And
And
not
he
today.
goes, then it'll be less, and I go, then let's do it. I got cash on me.
That's the
got
easiest haggle.
$125.
That's your introductory haggle.
Is that because people are not saying that they're getting the money that they're getting?
Of course.
Isn't that hilarious?
Wait, what now?
You pay cash, so you don't have to tell the IRS.
Well,
that
there
you
are
got
also
cash.
credit card fees.
Credit card fees.
Oh, yeah, it's a credit card fees.
Yeah, the fees are.
I
And
guess
part
that's
of it.
true.
They're credit
But there's
card
some
fees.
shady
Yes,
stuff
of course
going
there
on.
is.
So let's, you know what? Yes, pray on that.
But that's the easiest haggle you could do.
I know.
That's your introductory haggle. Like, hey, man, what if I pay cash? Well, all right, I'll knock a couple bucks off. Great.
I've been haggling my ass off on Facebook Marketplace.
Furniture.
and all the.
You're turning into my mother.
I've been going to all the antique furniture stores.
Even the big furniture stores, you could still
you
haggle.
can. That's what people don't realize. You can go into Ashley or a Value City.
We haggled at Ashley. We got a
Whatever.
free chair.
Yeah, we did, too. Hey, I got a wheelchair.
Free
for
chair.
sale. I'll
Mark
give it
up
to you.
on
I'll give it to you for
furniture.
$500.
That's the thing people don't realize. The markup on stuff like that is crazy. They have room to go down.
I think the haggling price is built in.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. It is a
I
lot
like
of fun.
playing the game. Let's go.
There's nothing more fun than not needing anything, because then you can be like, "Oh, no big deal. See ya."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. What if we do this? I go, no. I already told you what I'm willing to do, and there's my parking spot.
Yep.
I'm gonna be
I'm
over there in a
walking
minute. Bye, goodbye.
Yeah. Also, another thing to do is pull up Alibaba and be like, "Look, I know you paid roughly $6 for this thing, so but you already did all the hard work, so I'm willing to do 50 for this instead of 120."
There are places to not do this, but most of them,
but
most
not
of them
many.
people don't even know.
Well,
I will take this lap dance
Can
for
you do this with tithing?
$25.
they kind of peeled back another layer here. They kind of peeled back another layer on what we're thinking. So it goes deeper than like, oh, I just don't want. I'm lazy to do it. There's a lot of pessimism out there. So meaning, negotiations require some sense of optimism from at least one of the parties. Meaning, you have to believe a better deal is possible.
Okay, so go
Right.
into it with a good attitude.
So if you go into it with a good attitude, that's how you start a negotiation. But right now, a lot of people feel
bummed.
We're bummed out.
We're bummed out. We're fearing a negative reaction if we want to start haggling.
Yeah.
So we don't even ask.
just a people pleaser's nightmare is a haggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a great way to get over your people pleasing by
So
going in.
You're saying people
Standing
are
up for
so
yourself.
afraid of the loss that they don't play the game.
Yeah.
But bro, you can't win nothing. You don't play
Right.
the game.
I feel like you could
miss,
even use
you miss
your-
every shot you don't take.
That's right.
You can use your people-pleasing attitude. That can be a benefit in a haggle because you don't come in with a zero-sum mentality. You come in with like, hey, man, you want to make a sale? I want to buy something. Here's the deal. I got a budget. Love this. I love this thing. I love this cog you're offering me. It's a little higher than my budget. Can you come down to this? I walk away. I save a little bit of money, and you make a sale today. It doesn't have to be like, I know you're
Grind.
screwing. You
That's
don't have to
excellent.
come in with like, you're screwing me on this, and we both know it, so now give it to me for sticker. That is maybe what's going on. But if you come in positive, my haggles are never negative. I'm always just like, man, I love this. You have great taste. Compliment them. Mm-hmm. Like, 'cause I tell people, I'm like, you have great
Charge the
taste.
hell out of them.
I love your taste. I wish I could buy everything in here. but I don't have the budget for that. But I love this thing, and I'd love to make it. I'd love to own this.
Do you do like the Puss in Boots eyes at people?
Yeah, I used to back
Big
my
saucer eyes.
Big
Well,
saucer.
I'm really good at haggling because I bought something very nice for my wife, and I was like, "Hey, here's my budget," and they're like, "Oh, sweet, we can work with that." And then when it was all said and done, I spent about $500 or $600 extra. You're like, "How did that?"
They got you,
I'm
dude.
terrible.
You got to be careful.
I
You got to
gotta learn
protect
this.
yourself.
But that's also, it's good for, I think haggling is good for the sales, the person making the sale, because that happens a lot too, where somebody comes in and they do have more, you give them a deal on one thing and they might buy a second thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that happens all the time. When I went and picked up my furniture, I haggled them like down $2,000. And then they decided at the last minute, and I'd already rented the van, they're like, hey, I decided to sell this bar cart. And it was a sick 1960s bar cart where you open it and it pops out. And it had like a Coke mirror on it from the 60s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this thing is sweet, dude. This is a... And he's like, oh, I decided to sell it. The first time I went and looked, he said it wasn't for sale. Could never part with it. And I was like, you got me. Because then I go, all right, well, I'll tell you what do you want for it? And I go, knock $500 off that. I'll take that today, too. And he did it. And so I haggled twice. I spent more money than I originally wanted to, but I got more stuff. So he made money. I got more stuff than I wanted. Everybody wins.
Yep. You just can't be
It's not
tied
a
to
zero-sum thing.
Yeah, you can't be tied to the outcome either. You got to be willing to.
You got to be willing to walk away.
Yeah, not get it. That's
Rule number
fine.
1.
Well, here's what
You got to be willing to walk away.
Here's what the lead researcher noted. He said that a lot of businesses hike prices between 5 and 11%, and that's you have some room there.
Mm-hmm.
You have some room there, and they're banking like we're just going to go in and not ask a single question and just pay it.
Yeah.
So they'll hike prices between 5 and 11% on average, hoping we're not going to ask a single question because we're all pusses.
Yeah.
Get in there and haggle.
Get in there today. Go haggle today.
Go haggle today.
I'm gonna teach Mama Moon just go in everywhere. Yeah. She's gonna be in Cole's going. Nope.
Not here.
I'm
Here's the
walking
thing,
away.
too.
You know what? The sticker price is going
I
to stay
don't
the
think
same.
so.
Look up what you're buying, too, man. Like, I worked at a furniture store, specifically furnitures. The markup is anywhere between 20 to 400%.
On furniture?
On furniture. And the average is like 100 to 200%. So whatever the wholesale cost is, they're pricing it at double to triple what they paid for it. There's a huge swath of negotiation power there. Because they're still making a boatload of money, even if it feels like you're getting a deal. They're probably still laughing when you walk out of the store. Because they're like, yeah, I went from a 280% markup to 250, and they feel like they got a good deal.
Right.
So look up what you're buying and what like the average markups are.
Especially if it's a big purchase.
Yeah,
I
you know
turned
how
into a
much time
different
it takes?
person.
And for
Yeah, me
God's
too.
sakes.
And I love it. My
Especially
wife
a
loves
car
it.
dealership.
I think it
My
turns
buddy
my
Andy
wife on.
calls me Big Ray. He goes,
Big
I
Ray
love
comes
when Big
today?
Ray comes out. 'Cause he's like, you become, how much can I get for one rib? He's like, you become a different master negotiator. And he's like, you're the dad from the Christmas Story. And when he goes to the Christmas tree, you turn into that guy. And I'm okay with it.
Hey, finally, if you've been waiting for the future of grocery shopping to arrive,
Yes.
guys,
What?
it's here. It's here. Wing, that's the drone delivery company owned by a company called Alphabet. They just announced they're expanding their partnership with Walmart.
Yeah.
That's the one with the baskets, right?
Yeah.
Little whoops.
And over the next year, they are rolling out drone delivery
Ooh-wee.
to 150 more Walmart locations. So if you live in Los Angeles, Cincinnati, Miami,
San Jose.
St. Louis,
Oh!
we're next up.
Don't shoot him down.
No
next
way.
up.
Somebody's milk.
We are next on the list.
Walmart's only. Got to be close to Walmart. What's the radius?
Listen, apparently people are really using this stuff. I watched a video of a delivery being made. It's wild.
If you order a drone delivery from Walmart, do you have to take like a picture of yourself
6
to prove
miles.
you're wearing Crocs and a Tweety Bird shirt? Or
6 miles is the radius of drone delivery status from a Walmart.
That's the price. I guess that's the price you pay. You got to live that close to a Walmart, but
I'm sure you're
you
within
get the
you're
drone.
within 6 miles of a Walmart.
No, I'm not.
You are.
There is some
Yeah, but you
expansion potential for 10 miles.
Crap, you're right. There's one right down the road, but I do ignore its existence.
You haven't been in a Walmart in a long time.
Yeah, I try to pretend that that's not there. I forgot about that. That's right next to my house. God dang.
It's in your front yard.
I mean, it pretty
live right
much
next
is.
door to Walmart.
I pretty much do.
People are really using this stuff. Wing says their top customers are ordering drone deliveries up to 3 times a week. And to keep up with the demand, Wing and Walmart are aiming to have a network of 270 delivery hubs up and running by 2027, potentially serving about 40 million people in the U.S.
It's like childbirth, too, because I tell myself, oh, I'm not going to do this again. This ain't worth it. And then
There's a baby there.
a couple months later, I find myself in there, and I go, what am I doing here? Why? Like, what was this? What was this for?
Well, Wing isn't just busy at Walmart. They're doing Walgreens. They've been doing Walgreens since 2022. That's pretty cool.
They're doing Wally's.
Anything
You can
with a
order
wall?
beef sticks from Wally's, and they'll deliver them to
Dude,
you.
I
from
went
the-
to Wally's on Saturday, and it was Saturday night. It was packed.
What?
It was
Saturday
a place
night?
to be.
Did you get something to eat?
I went and got a coffee.
What kind? Vanilla?
That was regular coffee.
Gosh damn it.
Cool.
Have some fun, dude.
You said it's owned by a company named Alphabet?
Have a little
Did you
fresh
haggle?
vanilla, a little,
Nah, I don't like
little wiggle in your tush. You know
That's
what I mean?
Google's parent
So
company.
they've been working with Walgreens since 2022. They have partnerships with DoorDash and Appian, which is a healthcare logistics company. Plus, they're currently building a bigger, faster drone. They can fly 65 miles an hour, carry up to 5 pounds, double what the current drones can handle. What?
I don't know, 65 miles per hour. Like, calm down, Francis. What the hell are we doing, dude? 65 miles. We're going to be seeing these things.
Zooming all over the place. I
But
love
it's
it.
only got to go 6 miles, man.
65 miles an hour.
How fast do you need it?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but
It's going
like,
to be a bit
And
much.
then just to like a rope comes down.
so I can order my stuff and have it in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Dang.
crazy.
Yeah. And
Cheetos, pause, send.
Dude, and within 5 minutes you could have it.
A subsidiary of Alphabet Inc. That's Google, right?
Have you seen a video on how it works? I mean, it will
I can imagine it.
it will
Dude,
It
I just
will
imagine
drone
it
up to your
going
house.
60 miles an hour, and the rope has got so much velocity, like a bag of Cheetos comes crashing through the window.
and like so it stays stationary and the thing comes down and you just like, oh, there it is, and you just meet it and you grab it and you
Do you have to do the Hunger Games,
Yes.
like when they get the little gift from Woody Harrelson,
Yes.
this little spigot
Tribute.
for the tree?
It does feel like that.
So cool.
Get on my app Tribute and drone me something.
Which of us are going to be the first ones to use this?
Probably Rafe.
Think so? Now that you're a county folk?
Yeah.
Now he's at Walmart all the time.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a drone man.
What?
Oh, you weren't a county man either till
I'm
yesterday.
a drone man. I'm a drone man.
See me coming, 65 miles per hour. In the sky, I killed 7 birds.
What you buying from Walmart that could fit in one of these things anyway?
Groceries?
Bloomers.
Groceries.
Gold Dern. I don't have any olive oil.
One hand of bananas.
Yeah. Banana hand. Perfect.
And what's the cost for this?
I don't know.
It can't be anything less than Instacart.
I'm sure it's about the same.
I mean, I'm still amazed with drive-up shopping. Like, I've been real
Yeah.
lazy lately. Been driving up to Schnucks. And I just want to tip those people. Can we just,
I
like,
need
do
eggs.
that?
I love it.
I need eggs.
I love it, except for it
do
took
that
all the
either.
good
Saturday
spots.
morning, I'm out of eggs. Let me beep, 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 beep. I'm a drone man. And
Wow, Dad, you get everything for us.
Zoom. And then next thing you know,
Yeah.
I'm outside, and the eggs come from the clouds.
You know, all the desert cities and all the stuff out Southwest, I totally see how this works. But the reason I thought that we wouldn't get this in our markets because we got too many dang trees. Like, I got a tree in the front and the back.
Yeah, but it hovers above the trees, and then it just drops the...
It'll be in the
In
nest.
the
I
trees?
thought it would be Hoosiers because everybody's going to be shooting it
Well,
down, trying to steal
right.
Ted's
It'll come
groceries.
to
That's a good point, too.
It'll come to like your driveway.
So I can run over it? So the white,
No, it's not going to just drop it. I think you're going to meet it.
Oh, you have to meet it? I thought it just drops and flies away because
No,
it's got business to attend to.
He's a drone man.
65 miles an hour. Zip, bye.
I don't know how it works.
Here's your bananas laying on
the
your
video
asphalt.
I saw, the woman was like, "Oh," and it came, and she grabbed it and
Well, that's a cute
unhooked
commercial.
Does it make a noise?
Hang on, let's see. Wing.
I want it to
wing
make a noise like
drone
Tally at Schnucks when you
delivery.
meet that little robot guy in the aisle, and it's like, that's
I
so
will kill
cute.
you.
Hey, Wing Drone, by the way, is owned by Alphabet, the parent company of Google, blah, blah, blah. But they've apparently already been doing the DoorDash thing. That was the story that we covered not long ago.
Yeah.
You remember? And it kind of looks like a World War II bomber with the 2 noses. It doesn't look like the one that we first saw with that little, it was just a drone with a basket.
Finish.
This is this one with the blue bag, the blue
Yeah.
Walmart bag.
Yeah.
I mean, looking like one of those seaplanes from 1960.
Yeah, it carries a blue bag and it drops. See the line? It just drops the line, and you grab it and you're done.
Yep. This is why Bass Pro and I have teamed up with the netting, and we're going to have a Skynet that catches good deals when it goes across the sky.
How cool. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Scott.
Catching deals.
So you do have to be there for the handoff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not convenient enough?
No,
Where a
I don't
drone
wanna
is
go outside.
A
Come in
drone
my
is
house.
flying to your house to deliver your
I'm going
groceries?
to be honest, I'm in the boardroom while this is all being pitched, and I'm going to go, we're going to trust a bunch of Missourians to not yank on that rope and try to yank that thing down
And fly away.
before it flies away.
You know what?
Oh, yeah, but like, if
You know
it
what's
can
a good idea?
me
If you have junk that you need to get rid of, you just keep the rope, you put the junk on there once you get your bag, and let it take it back to Walmart.
2 for 1
sure.
deal.
Take my
I love
trash.
it.
Yes!
Listen, we got to take a final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Donnie is in the lobby with weaponry because we're running very late.
Yeah.
So
Hide these scissors.
Hide the scissors. All right. If you missed anything on the program, make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Podcast is titled
Chester Bennington's Wet Chimichanga.
All right. What else?
No, that's great. Have a great day. I love
Have
you.
a great day.
Learn. It's me, Learn. Check out my band Lane Narrows Easter weekend with Mark Close's band Somewhere over in Illinois.
Rafe, moving to another microphone.
Go check out my Stand Up on the Spot on YouTube, on Jeremiah Watkins' YouTube. Just look at Stand Up on the Spot, Rafe Williams, and leave a comment. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Yep.
Scott?
And if you want to check out my spot, just follow me at King Scott Rules on all social media, and tonight, 8 p.m. YouTube, Clownvis to the rescue.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Pacific, Tara Ollendorf is our Teamers Remember the Day. Tara wants to hear any song by Greek Fire, and I could not find that one.
I thought I put it in there.
That was just a demo. We haven't
I couldn't find that song, so I'm just going to play this one instead.
Could have sworn.
Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.